Alright, welcome back to Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Uh, we left off on a bit of a high tension moment as the party comprising of Porunga, Juno, Drakgar, Derek, Metius, and Exandri. They arrived through a pathway into the Mithral Mountains in order to get their next labor done with. Not before, however, questioning Kyra on a couple of matters regarding her past and her connection to the infamous Esther Archelander. Through a set of interrogation that ended up making the goddess of music quite upset. Regardless, the party, the party departed on towards the Mitchell Mountains, running into a group of centaurs along the way, led by one of the centaurs named Hukar, who warned the party of the inhabitants of the Mithral tunnels, a tribe of Troglodytes that had apparently captured two of the tribe's members. As far as Hukar is aware, they could very well be dead at the moment. However, if they're not, Hooker handed a ivory horn to the party that he pleaded with them that they would ring out or, sound off once his fellow tribesmen were in a safe location and ready to be, collected, so to speak, by the rest of the centaurs. As the party made their way up the Mithral Mountains, they ran into a group of troglodytes that were in the middle of fishing. Without wasting too much time, the party ambushed them. However, upon one of the troglodytes retreating further into the tunnels, the party realized that there's going to be a bit more of them than they initially anticipated. And that is where we left off. I believe we had just finished Porunga's turn, right?
Nah, I still was gonna do a move.
Okay. In that case, let me just double check something.
I had dashed up here and then we ended.
Okay, yes. So you dashed over there, and that was the end of the turn previously?
Now I wanted to use two
So
sorcery's points to use quicken
okay, quick.
and firebolt this guy.
All right. So you're gonna.
Oh yeah, you're a Sork.
Yeah, sick.
Dashes can't stop me.
Go ahead and take your fire at the beefy troglodyte. 17 hits. Go ahead. So that's 10 points of damage on this troglodyte. On his last legs, you actually see as the bolt of fire kind of burns away like a segment of the left side of his ribcage, kind of clutches at the wound, and but it's still just barely holding on.
He's gonna say, "Dang it, almost got him," and end my turn.
Okay, Juno, it is your turn. Juno, are you here?
Mitch, I think
Oh,
you're
sorry,
muted.
I was cooking, so I muted myself. So you guys wouldn't have to hear the banging and stuff. But I move up. How far was that? I have an insane amount of movement, so 15 feet. 30 feet, so that's a total of 45. And then I am going to whack him with the quarterstaff.
All right, go ahead and take your strike. All right. Oof, that's a 15 that hits. Actually, hold on, let me just double check if it does. Don't want to give you false hope. Troglodyte root. Yes, does hit for 8 points of damage. How do you finish off this troglodyte?
Just whack him in the side. He flips against the wall, spots against the wall. My eyes are up, like looking at the three others that I can see in my vision.
So as Porunga hits this one with the fireball, you capitalize on it by moving up, strike against the already searing and open wound of the that the fireball left behind. You feel as your quarterstaff just kind of digs itself around like a quarter of a way into his torso before you reel it back. He kind of hits the wall and falls down dead. And you look over at the three remaining Troglodytes who are still look at you with like a certain degree of ferocity in their eyes.
I'm
Albeit,
gonna use my last 5 feet of movement to step back, and then that's the end of my turn.
okay. In that case, Drakgar, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. Whoops. Right here. Then I'm gonna activate my rage,
All right.
and then I'm gonna chuck a javelin at this guy.
Okay. Roll me your hit.
I think it rolled. Did it roll?
Hold on.
Yes.
It is lagging behind, but yes, 19 does hit. You were aiming at which one?
This guy.
The one on the top right. All right. So, that hits for a total. So 11 points of damage on this guy, still alive, but on his last legs, as the javelin kind of seems to insert itself into one of his legs, Ace Ventura style. You hear it kind of like yell at the wound as it pins him against the ground. But he's still.
Oh, sorry. That's it for my turn.
Okay. In that case, we move on to Derek. You're up.
Wait, did you kill one with your javelin? I apologize. I reloaded.
Almost. It's not quite dead. It's like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still alive. Barely standing. Is Pumo here?
It should be.
Derek's turn going on once. Derek's turn twice.
Pumo.
Turn going on thrice. We'll come back to you later on, Derek.
Yeah.
The Troglodyte brute is dead. Metius, you're up.
All right. I will move to see if I can see anything. It's 4. About as much movement. I don't think I can see. I don't think I can see the Troglodyte from here.
Mind you, I believe Drakgar is emitting light.
Yeah.
Did I make it so you
Am
emit
I?
light? Let me double check.
The way that it looks like on my screen is kind of, I can just barely see the Troglodyte's token. You'll just have to tell me if I could maybe.
You should be able to see him because the whole reason why we couldn't sneak in here is because Drak is glowing like a fucking firefly.
Yeah.
Hey,
But it's not around a corner or something, is it?
it is half. I'll say it has half cover from you, but you can technically see him.
Okay. Then I'm going to see if I can circumvent the cover with a magic missile.
All right, go ahead and roll me your magic missile damage.
9.
All right, so 9 points of damage total. So you see this guy kind of hiding behind the corner, almost if it was lying in wait in ambush for Drakgar to get a little bit closer. You shoot this 3 darts of magic missile that kind of curve around the corner, and you hear a grrr as it gets hit. You don't hear it drop, to the ground, but you do see like a bit of blood kind of begin to pool around the corner. It is still alive, but just barely.
Okay. I'll end my turn there.
Okay, so Xandri, it is your turn.
All right. I'm still flying, so. I gotta readjust my map. I apologize. All right. Okay, let's see here. I do see sort of, kind of, just a little bit one. Has it been hurt already?
Which one?
The one that's got cover around the corner.
Yes, you do. You did just see Metius kind of shoot a magic missile, and you see like a bit of pool of blood kind of begin to, a splash like around the corner.
All right, well, I'm gonna fly around the corner, my bow still in my hand, and I'm gonna start swinging into the air and ringing it. And yet again, nobody hears it but the enemy that I'm ringing it towards, as I do Toll the Dead.
All right, so we'll make a wisdom saving throw. For a 3, meaning that fails, takes 12
Is that AoE or is that just one target?
No, it is a single target. Total Dead fails, takes 12 points of necrotic damage. So Alexander, you kind of come around the corner, ring the bell, and you hear like a, and then the dead body of the Troglodyte slumps out of the corner. It has been dead, you believe.
Nice.
Anything else?
I'm going to look at Drak. He looks like he's doing pretty good still. Juno's looking like he's doing pretty good still. I am, however, just in case someone comes around the corner. Oh, never mind. I end my turn. I forgot what class I was playing for a split second.
Oof.
I was like, wait, no, I'm a cleric. I'm a cleric. We're all good. We're all good.
You thought you were about to bardic inspire somebody?
I was, without a doubt.
Let's see. The Troglodyte. So at this point, there's only 2 Troglodytes left, or so you can see. You see one of them kind of tap the more hurt one can tap the other one on the shoulder. You hear it, voice again. It's sort of like guttural language that none of you can really understand. Seems to be doing some motions with his hand, and the other one nods along, and sort of like bare their fangs at you guys. This Troglodyte is going to move up 10, 15 feet, and it is going to look at you, Drakgar, and will make 3 attacks on you.
Bring it on, buddy.
So one with his bite.
Would hit.
You didn't reckless, right?
I don't think I can reckless the javelin. Could I have?
No, actually, yeah, you're right. So 15 hits.
Yep.
That's 5 points of damage. Reduce by half.
Ooh.
And then 2 claws. 15, 14. Well, 15.
Sorry. 14 hits.
14 hits as well. Okay. So that's 4 and 6 reduced to 2 and 3 because they're raging respectively. That's it for that Troglodyte's turn. Last Troglodyte, it will, the slightly more hurt one, sort of like seeing its ally, just completely tear into you for the most part. You see it kind of like salivate, and despite its wounds, it's going to move 1 to 10 feet, more or less blocking this segment of the hallway. It will look over and do its own multi-attack on you, Drakgar. So another bite. Missing. Then 2
Yep, miss. Second one misses. Third one hits.
3 points of slashing reduced to 1.
Lol.
Seems in its weakened state is unable to properly land a strike against you, Drakgar. That will be its first turn. Porunga.
I'm gonna use the sorcery point and twin spell firebolt.
All right.
The first one I'm gonna hit the bottom,
Mhm.
and then the second the top.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll me your firebolt.
It's kind of like
So you're lagging a little bit. All right. Damn, it seems like the one day where everything runs smoothly on my end, everybody else lags. Leeching away everyone's performance. Alright, so hold on. Okay, so 23 to a classic crit. So first one hits for 1 point of damage on the Troglodyte. Seems like everybody's rolling ones these days. The second one, however, you said the second one was for the top one?
yeah.
Okay, the second firebolt. Crazy how you rolled the most damage against a guy who was already about to die. You kind of look at this guy who's weakened, and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna casually finish him off. But the firebolt ends up coming up a little bit stronger than you intended it to, and just kind of takes off like the whole, like shoulder to head segment of this troglodyte. She just incinerated.
That's perfect.
Jesus, Porunga, was that called for?
Anything else for you?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Juno.
Mitch, I think you're muted.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting I'm muted. Well, I guess I'm gonna just charge forward. And move behind this guy. And whack him with the classic quarterstaff strike.
15 hits. Roll me damage. 8 points of damage. Not enough to take it down, but it's still alive.
I'm going to follow it up with a unarmed strike, which I can do without spending a key point.
Correct. 24 hits. Roll me damage. For another 7. How do you want to get rid of him?
I just want to punt him like a, and then I want to peek down this hallway.
Alright, so
Yeah.
before I tell you what's over there. So you kind of, having one of the troglodytes kind of fall, gives you enough of an opening to run up to the, past Drakgar to his side. Kind of do a little bit of a wall run over to land behind the other troglodyte, smack him with the staff, and then kind of kick him into the ground. He is being dealt with, and right now, I can't exactly reveal to you what is on the northern end of the hallway, though there is a hallway. It seems to go roughly around. Well, how much is your dark vision? Yeah, like 60 feet. You believe it goes a little bit beyond your dark vision range. As well as another hallway to the south of you. But otherwise, with that last troglodyte out the way, we are now out of initiative.
Alright. Well, since we're out of combat, I'm gonna go pick up the javelins I threw at this guy, and I threw at that guy. And then after I do that, I'm gonna go back here.
Okay. the song. Okay, so before everybody starts moving forward, so as you guys begin to move a little bit forward, you realize there's a weird mix of both smells and sensations coming from this cave. You first there's a dampness to it, as expected from a cave that is nearby a massive waterfall. But there's also a slight warmth sensation that you feel, just in general in this area.
You mentioned something about the smell. My character has keen snout, which gives me advantage on perception checks involving wisdom and smell. Would I notice anything special?
Well, with your keen sense of smell, Juno, you would be able to determine that there is indeed something off about the smells you're picking up.
Like, it seems fabricated or like fake, or it just smells like.
At first, the warm sensation, you chalked it up to this being, well, like a mountain, so perhaps some form of volcanic effect is, making it so that there's like that warm sensation. But you pick up in the smell almost like meat that is being roasted.
Oh.
More specifically, you believe that smell is coming from somewhere down here.
Okay. Well, I would communicate that to the group, obviously.
Well, looks like down there might be the next destination, if that's what it's looking like. So I guess
Once Derek gets into the cave, I very clearly take back my bow stuff from him.
Okay. Speaking of Derek, is Pumo here?
Yes, I'm here. I was peeing over the waterfall.
great to know.
Good to know.
Nobody heard it. Nobody heard it because it's through the waterfall.
Good to know.
Easy.
Anyway, so what do you guys do now that Juno shared the information of the strange roasting?
Should we plan on sneaking, do you guys think? If this waterfall
Yeah, we should.
is making a bunch of noise, it's probably easier to sneak.
Yeah, we should probably. Well, I mean, I can't really sneak because I'm like.
You're
Yeah.
I'd like to point out it is really dark down here. There's not really like a light source per se in this segment, or at least not one that would be visible to you at the moment.
Other than Drak.
Yes, Drakgar is really the only beacon in the darkness that you'll be able to readily see.
Well,
One in the darkness.
I would be probably sticking as close as I can to him because I am a human and I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
I have a torch.
Shit.
Does someone
Should
have
I-
fire that can light my torch?
If you have a tinderbox in your inventory, you basically have every means you need to light up your torches.
I'll use I have a tinderbox and I have a torch. I'll use those.
So do you want to be holding up a torch?
Yeah. Does that consume it? Probably not.
Yeah, it basically consumes one torch of your inventory.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I believe torches. Let me double check what the light radius they present. Torches emit light from 20 feet bright and 20 feet dim. Thankfully, I do have in the folders the torch, thing that you can drag onto the map if you wish to put it on you at the moment. Juno.
Well, I think it's just easier to track my character. If I had move multiple things, it might be. Actually, I see it here. I'll use it. I'll drag it on.
Okay.
Should.
Yeah, I got it.
I would be like, Jack, brother, slow down.
What? Should I go
Here,
ahead?
Let me administrate a band-aid on you so you could heal up a little bit. That wound looks deep.
I'm fine. It's fine. It's all good.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh
She rolls
wound.
her eyes. Stop acting like dad.
I have a question, DM.
Mhm.
My bat has blind sight right from
Mhm.
echolocation.
Correct.
But it says the bat can't use its blind sight while deafened. And last session, we established that the waterfall was super loud. Am I right in assuming that the bat's at a disadvantage right now? Like, it's not really going to be able to, because it doesn't have dark vision. Like, it can't see. But if I wanted to use like the keen hearing, it just wouldn't work.
I'll say you're at this point deep enough into the cave that the sound, though still audible from this distance, is not nearly as loud as it was when you guys were outside. So it's no longer, a disadvantage for perception checks. I will say, however, well, Juno, you will be the first one to pick up on this. The smell of roasting that you originally, smelled, seems to be coming from whatever room is to your next to you. I guess on the character's perspective will be to the left. You see what appears to be a sort of like a makeshift curtain made out of multiple patches of animal fur and not really well treated leather kind of stapled, well, not stapled, but stitched together, on seem to be covering this entrance to another segment of the cave. Not only that, but now that smell of roasting, due to your passive perception, you also now hear what you believe to be muffled screams of pain, as if something or someone has been gagged and is currently being, well, based on the smell, perhaps roasted alive.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm going to communicate that to the group, obviously, and I mean, Luke?
Wait,
Drakgar?
so it's like a door right here that's shut, or is this like open?
No, it's
Or,
like a curtain that is blocking this.
oh yeah, yeah.
entrance to the cave.
Do we run through it?
We have no
Heck yeah.
time. We have to do this.
Whip.
All right.
I have my
I'm
axe in my
around.
hand and I jump or run inside.
I'm gonna wait for Luke, and I'm gonna run in right next to him.
For some reason, Drakgar's token disappeared on my screen. Did it appear on everyone else's screen?
It's also disappeared on mine.
I became a freaking light source.
Yeah, he disappeared.
It is this curtain specifically, the one that I'm
Okay.
thinking on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I will follow them as well.
Drakgar appeared again.
Can I
I
ready
dragged
an
it back
attack
on.
when we run in? I just want to whack the first guy I see that looks bad.
Because this is all happening sort of like at the same time, because you're all kind of like doing the breach and clear type of thing.
Yeah.
Just so I can describe exactly what you see as you go in guns blazing, so to speak. You see what appears to be a room that is clearly designed for the purpose that you would have imagined, considering the smell you smell coming from it. There is a sort of like pit in the middle of this room that has lit up coals and like a fire coming from it that make it very obvious that this is clearly a place where they cook things. You see what appears to be around 4 or so troglodytes kind of gathered around that same pit. But what strikes you as the most striking is that above the pit of burning coals lies a strung up centaur that has this very gnarly looking rope that kind of bites into its skin and horse body that kind of wraps in such a way that it goes right up into their mouth, probably making their voice come out very muffled.
Oh my god.
And as I said, you see 4 other troglodytes that are kind of like gathered around, stoking the fires of the coals, almost as if they were unaware of the noise that you guys caused when you came in killing the troglodytes. They kind of turn around as you guys kind of break in through the, curtain, and we're gonna roll initiative again.
Grotesque. How high is how tall is the cave system? Is it very cramped?
Double check. It is very cramped. Only barely getting to like the 10 feet tall.
Okay.
At least on this segments of the cave that you guys are currently walking through. But you believe, through to the hallway that you saw earlier, Juno, that can extend it towards the north. That hallway seemed to extend beyond the 10 feet tall, probably going, you believe, roughly around like 20 or so.
Oh, we're rolling initiative again?
Yes, 'cause the party
Mhm.
ran into the.
Sorry,
Shockingly.
I'm sleepy.
That is fine enough. Well,
Damn.
yeah, that one, this one. And then this one. All right, so. Is anybody missing from the initiative order?
Did I show up? I don't know.
You did. You rolled a 22.
Yeah, but I don't think she should have went. Oh, never mind.
It's rated. It's just at the very bottom of the list.
Yeah, I just saw it.
All right, so am I missing anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so everybody's there. In that case, let me reorder the initiative, and let's see here.
Can I get a quick reminder? The Centaurs and Minotaurs don't get along, right? For some reason or something.
Depends on the tribe. What's it called? Some tribes of Centaur can be just as good warriors as Minotaurs. But I guess if you want to get really technical, the more civilized, I guess, Centaurs and Minotaurs try their best to, keep each other at arm's length.
That makes sense.
All right, so in that case, let me properly reorder the initiative so nobody has an odd turn. Exactly. You hear your team kind of move apart this curtain, and now the muffled screams of the centaur are a little bit more audible now to you as well. What do you do?
I fly because I'm still flying. So I fly here and I'm going to shoot my hands out as a soothing bomb starts to emanate from my palms. And I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
On
The Troglodytes? I think it's a radius.
who?
A 20-foot radius.
They are going to make a charisma saving throw. So first, the beefy troglodyte at the back. That's an 11. Then the 3 troglodytes at the front. 1, 2, 3. Jesus.
Damn.
So you kind of come in around a corner, yawning as you fly, and apparently, and you cast Calm Emotions into the room. You see. Let me just double check this. Suppress. Okay. So you see as the troglodytes who, up until a moment ago when their party was kind of running in, seem to be all but ready to move in for the offense. Seem to have like a double take. So it's like who are you type of thing. Rather than just good free meal. They are still, while not actively in a combat stance, they are like wary of you. At this you see the the centaur struggling, who's kind of like binded like above the roasting flames, kind of struggling and looking very confused about what just happened.
So the troglodytes are at least calmed right now. They're not.
They don't seem like they're moving into attack.
I'm going to be like
Go ahead.
to my teammates. I'm going to be like, let's just collect the Centaurs peacefully for now.
All right, and if they try anything, then we'll.
I will then. Am I allowed to stay right here since I'm flying?
You. Hold on. Were you above anybody?
Yeah, I'm above Juno. Oh, how did I move that? I can't move myself. Can I move back a square to here?
To here?
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
Or the one diagonally back from Drak. I can't move myself. It won't let me.
What happened here? Why is it not letting you move your token?
Because I think there is something in the way of me moving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's perfect.
The torch token is on the way. Hold on. So, like right here, do you want to move right there?
Yep. Nope. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. I will say, while you weren't there when Jay originally opened the curtain, those of you who were, that being Metius, Juno, and Drakgar, will notice that these Troglodytes, they seem like they were really looking forward to this meal. So you're not sure if they're going to be willing to part with it so easily.
Well, it's good enough to try, at least. I am going to say, remember, guys, these are the ones that we are here to rescue. If I remember correctly, let Cassie flip to her note page because, I should already have this pulled up.
From the-
I do apologize.
Remember,
it's Kaluk and Hirak, and we're here to try and save them. So let's do our best.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to, well, not the drop initiative. We're going to pause it for a time being. By that I mean, I'm gonna for now make the turn order disappear, but turns should still be there when it's opened up again. I hope. Give me a second. Yeah.
Let's
let me.
see if we could trade the Centaurs for some rations.
Do you see as the Troglodyte at the very front kind of does like this gesture to the ones at the back? Again, speaking in a sort of like guttural language. And you see as the Troglodyte at the back sort of like nods and continues to stoke the flames of the fire. You hear the scream of pain from the centaur like above it.
Can I try to use mold earth to put out the fire, like cast it and move a bunch of loose ground or something over the fire pit to put it out?
Is stone, like all of this cave is really like solid stone.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to like move it the same way you do with regular, like loose dirt, like out there in the open. You do well. The guy at the back continues stoking the flames. The Troglodyte at the front kind of looks over at you, Drakgar, and while still not really in like an outright, attacking position, shall we say, in a slightly sort of like an annoyed, motion, seems to say something at you, kind of like, and just kind of sort of doing like these motions with his hand of like, what do you want? If you're not gonna do anything, get out of here, type of thing.
How many ropes are holding?
I'll point at the one on the fire.
Hold on, one at a time. What are you gonna say?
Go ahead, Drag.
I'll point at the one on the fire, and then I'll start looking forward.
The
Okay.
Troglodyte.
as-
Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you saying?
How many ropes are holding the lines of rope from the ceiling are holding the centaur?
You see at the very least 4.
At least 4. Okay. All right. Never mind.
The Troglodyte kind of walks up to your face. Drakgar is like, just kind of seems to be saying like, oh, hold on, like, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Point to the centaur again.
Seems to do like a motion towards like the mouths of like all of the troglodytes in the room.
I don't want to. I'll look back to my team and ask, should we do this the easy way or the hard way?
Throughout all of
Easy, obviously.
throughout all of
What?
Get them out.
throughout all of this, you keep hearing the centaur kind of like.
I'm going to cast magic missile, and I'm going to aim the 3 of the missiles at the ropes, like at 3 of the ropes holding the centaur. And I'm gonna yell, Drakgar, get ready to catch them or something.
I'll say
And
because 3 of the ropes are out, that will be enough to kind of not really, like fully cut them loose, but at the very least will make them fall from their current like strung up position. As that happens, I believe they will be. This Troglodytes won't really stand for their meal being taken.
okay, they'd only lasted a minute anyway.
They gave you the grace period of like one of the common emotions, but I don't think this will be enough to prevent them from doing that. So sadly,
So we're back in combat.
we are back in combat.
All right.
You see as the well, I guess we would be continuing where we left off, huh? Which would be Metius' turn.
All right, so I cast that magic missile, and the centaur's falling, right?
I'll say it falls around during your same turn, because it's not like it's time stops. It's like
Yeah.
it is currently still on the flames, but you believe that it could very well try to free, at the very least, you cut most of the ropes where it could easily, like at the very least, move, if not fight back.
Okay. Do I get my full turn, or it's okay if I don't? I don't mind either way.
We're gonna say that might miss what's your action.
Okay, then I will. Then I have nothing to do, and I will end my turn.
The Troglodyte brute. You see as when the ropes are caught, the center falls. This guy who was stoking the flame a couple of points ago kind of looks over at the others, points at them, seems to kind of have made an indication to them. It's going to move around the centaur, almost as if having commanded his lackeys to like keep an eye on it. And it's gonna move 10, 20, 25, 30, squeezing just enough distance to get right here. Oh. Looks over at you, Drakgar, and again doing sort of like those motions with his hands towards like the mouths of the Troglodytes. Follows that same motion by pointing at you. So Troglodyte brute is going to make its 3 attacks. Bite. Claw.
Hit.
Oh shit. I believe your rage would have died down by now.
That's what I was gonna ask.
So, that's the last claw. That's the first bite. That's
5 plus.
So, uh, so you
So,
obviously the bite wasn't a critical, so you only take the 8 points of damage from the bite. However, you will take the 5 and 7 from the other attacks.
ow. That's a little painful.
All right, Juno.
I guess I will just walk up and whack. Get off my boy Drak. I'm going to quarterstaff strike this guy.
Uh, 13. Does that hit the Troglodyte? 13 just hits.
Oh wow.
For 5 points of damage. And then 18 hits as well. For 7 points of damage, you see this guy is already looking a little bit more bloody than before.
You said he's looking pretty bloody.
A little bit more than before, yes.
Do I want to key to try to kill him?
We could.
I am going to use Fury of Blows
All right.
to do 2 more unarmed strikes.
Well, technically would be one more because you call Fury of Blows as you're about to do your bonus action. So it would be like an additional, so just the extra unarmed strike instead of the first one. So that would be additional 5 points of damage. Oh, I accidentally did the health a little bit wrong there. Not quite enough to knock him down, sadly.
Mhm.
Anything else?
Alright, well, that will be my turn.
Okay, Drakgar, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna recklessly smack the guy that smacked me with my great axe.
Jesus. Yeah. How do you get rid of this guy?
I'm just completely pissed off that he smacked me, and then I'm gonna smack him with my axe in the chest, and then he's gonna hit the wall as I'm swinging, and then he's gonna fall down and die.
So, kind of in this narrow hallway, you struggle for a moment to grab your great axe, but instead of doing like a regular, like, upward slash or whatever else it may be, you're just gonna drive the one end of the blade into his chest, kind of slamming him against the wall, and then retrieving the axe. The other Troglodytes look a little bit shaken up that the burliest one amongst them was taken down very quickly.
And I'll give the other one a look and say, "You're next, buddy." And then that'll be it.
Derek.
Can't really do much, so I'll just step up a bit. I'll step up past Porunga. And I will, you know what? I'll be nice here. I'll cast Healing Ward on Drakgar. So if I can gotta click it. Spells. Healing Ward. Pop up yet? I didn't pop up. God damn it. There you go. Healing Ward. Cast it level 2.
Okay.
Drakgar. So there you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
That's all you get.
Heal for 9 points of health.
That's all you get, sir. No, that's it. That is the end of my turn.
Any actions?
Ah, that's it. Just heal and that's it.
Okay. In that case, next troglodyte in line. You will see as this guy who is also the one standing in front of you, Drakgar. Will kind of point at you angrily, and in that same motion of the point, seems to take that opportunity to try and swipe at you with his attacks. So it is going to use his own attacks. Bite. Oof.
It's
Did you rage?
yeah.
For 2 rather, and then claw.
That hit.
You did reckless, meaning that that second one is at advantage as well. So that's a 21, which hits. So
Or 2 more.
4 in total. Yeah. All right. That is it for that troglodyte. Second to last troglodyte.
6 damage total.
Yeah, second to last troglodyte. You see it. Realize that the centaur has been cut free. Kind of looks over at the troglodyte across him, and seem to go in and try and swing on the centaur. So bite, claw. Only one of those hits for 3 points of piercing, kind of cutting open like a segment of the centaur side. Centaur was already not looking too good when you guys walked in, so
Oh no.
they're really not looking too good. This troglodyte is moving here. That is it for. Oh no. I got the initiative order mixed up a little. It was this troglodyte that was also going to take a swing on it, but for time being, because it was my mistake, I will skip their turn for time being. Porunga, your turn. Porunga.
BJ, you AFK?
Okay.
I think I hear him. Mr. Jam, are you there?
Porunga's turn going on. Porunga's turn going on twice. Porunga's turn going on twice. We'll go.
Is it twice? What the heck?
I think he said thrice.
Twice and a half. Twice and 3/4.
We'll come back to you, Porunga. Xander.
It's just 1/18th.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god, he just got here.
Yeah, you here. We didn't hear what you wanted to do. Okay, Porunga, go ahead, take your turn. He's thinking you want to win again.
God dang it. Go. Go say it quick.
There you go.
Oh, god dang it.
So what are you gonna do, Porunga?
I'm gonna use my last sorcery point and twin spell Firebolt.
Okay.
The first one's gonna go to this guy. The second one to the guy in the back.
Okay, so go ahead and do your attack.
You can install like a little bit.
Alright, so the first one goes at this one you said?
Yeah, the first one's the front.
17 hits for 3, and then the third one on the guy on the back hits for 8. Once again, sort of dual shooting with finger guns. Take 2 fireball shots. Not quite enough to take either of them down, but they do look hurt. Anything else?
I'm gonna spend one. I'm gonna meta magic and get some sorcery points back. I'm gonna do a level 2 spell. A level 2 spell slot.
Okay.
And then end my turn.
Oh, I forgot to do something important here in the initiative. There we go. Because at initiative count 0, the centaur that was just freed is going to first of all stand the fuck up and move best away as they can from the embers. You see, like, their very current figures kind of weakly stand up, their legs barely able to hold up the rest of the weight of their body. Seems to try its best to move away from the burning coals on the ground. And sadly, they have no weapons. Meaning that the only thing they can do for now is dodge. Exandria, it is your turn.
I am. What is it called? What was my healing? No. What is this one? I do apologize. I am looking at my. Oh, it's called Emboldening Bond? Is that what it's called? Oh, it's hardest to find power. Sorry. Clerics have a lot of shit.
Yep. You're a pretty cool person.
The only thing is my layout is changed, so it's a little weird to navigate now.
Oh, you rolled when you updated the look of the sheets?
Yeah. So, like, everything is so out of order. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I can move up to my speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And when I move within 5 feet of a creature during this action, I can restore a number of hit points to that creature 2d6 plus my wisdom modifier.
Correct.
Alright, my wisdom modifier is 3. So I'm still flying, so 5, 10. The first one will go to Drak, but I'm going to move so I can still move my character. 10, 15, 20. So that was 2d6 plus 3. This one, why did that work? That was for Drak as I flew by.
Oh,
And then I'm going to come in here.
Hold on, the audience can see what you're looking at right now.
I'm going to give it to this Minotaur right here. The big thing is the Minotaur, right?
Yeah, the big ones are the centaurs, yes.
I'm gonna be like, Kaluk, Kirak, your chief Hukar sent us to try and help save you. I hope you're willing to fight with us. And then, so this one will be to the one on the left.
That's an additional 11 on that one.
And then one here.
I would like to, now that you're properly inside this room, I would like to add to the description that one on top of you, here, it's actually behind what appears to be a makeshift, sort of like wooden cell door of sorts, like cell of sorts. Also restrained, bounded both in legs and arms, but looking a little bit better than the one that was above the fire just a moment. And then the other one takes an extra 6. There we go.
15, 20, 25. And then, so I will take I'll take my last 5 feet to go up another extra 15 feet. So I should be 20 feet off the ground now.
I did say that in this segment of the caves, the ceiling only goes up to 10. Like, barely goes up to 10.
Oh, well, then I'm all the way up where the ceiling is.
Okay, so 10 feet up. Alright. Metius, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. Is this space occupied here?
Which space?
Can you see my my arrow?
The centaur, like, it doesn't. Okay, so the centaur's token is pretty big. So let me move it a moment. That is technically still in the coals.
Yeah,
The centaur.
but is it?
Go ahead.
Does it count as an empty space for casting Maximilian's Earthen Grasp?
Sadly, it won't.
Does this one behind it?
That one does.
Okay, so I will move up. I'm allowed to
You can move through other
temporarily.
spaces. Yeah, you can move through other spaces temporarily without requiring any extra movement. You just can't end your turn there, unless you're a creature one size category smaller than.
Okay, I cannot move my token. I may be stuck in a wall.
Seems everybody can't move the tokens. All right, here we go. Move now.
Okay, yeah, thanks. So I would like to. I'd like to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp
Okay, so
in this spot
cast your
behind it.
Cast your spell.
Can I,
and
like, for flavor,
yes, go ahead.
say that I'd like? So it says that it's supposed to be out of soil, but there's no soil here. I can still cast it, right?
Yes.
Can we say I'm not expecting any like extra fire damage or anything, but can we say that it is made out of the burning coal or like the cooling off coals, like sort of the particles of the cooling off coals or something?
Yeah. The coals that kind of fell out of the pit as the centaur kind of fell on top of them, or they were cut.
Yeah.
Kind of seemed to roll up and reform into a stone hand or an earthen hand. Right.
Yes. Fuck. Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Uh.
And it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Troglodyte needs to make a strength saving throw. Here we go. That is a 4. Fails. I believe it takes.
Okay. So what is it? 2d6 damage.
Sorry, 2d6 or 2d8.
I've got it right here. It is 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and then it will be restrained.
Assuming it survives. It did not survive. How do you want?
God damn.
How do you want to get rid of this Troglodyte?
So this like skeletal hand forms out of the cooling off coals that they were using to cook this centaur, and it just scoops it up quickly and squeezes the life out of it.
Damn.
Okay, so kind of wraps itself around the, takes a firm hold of the Troglodyte and just begins to squeeze. You hear the cracking of bones. And eventually, after a while, when blood is already pouring out of their orifices, the hand just kind of lets go its body, falling limp to the ground.
Fuck yeah. Alright.
That is it.
Cool.
Troglodyte. Is your action, yes, to cast that?
That's my action, and I will move out of Porunga's spot and end my turn.
Alright. Troglodyte Brute. Realizing that the centaur is that you guys are causing a little bit more trouble than just the centaur that just got released. Is going to move 1, 2, 3. Going to move to occupy the space of its fallen comrade. It is going to make its multi-attack. I'm gonna roll a 1d3. 1 is Porunga, 2 is Juno, 3 is Drakgar. Juno. This time the Troglodyte is gonna look over at you and take its swings.
Alright.
Bite. Missing. Claw.
Oh,
That is horrible.
I think only one of those hits.
Good hits. The 15 misses though.
Yeah, so 11 points of damage on Juno.
That's not terrible.
Let's say for a Troglodyte Brute just kind of makes a large gash across your arm. Do you want revenge?
Well, I retaliate immediately with a quarterstaff strike.
Go ahead, roll me your quarterstaff.
Getting to it. All right, and then unarmed right afterwards.
Both hit. Roll me the mash. Oof, meaty damage on this guy. He is looking like he's already bloody. Anything else you know?
Okay, that's fine. I'll go to
That's gonna end my turn.
Drakgar.
Alright, well, I'm just angry that he just smacked Juno, and I'm just gonna go give him a little whack recklessly with my great axe. And I'm missing.
Sadly, that will miss. Again, cramped corridors, kind of hard to wind up for a swing, so you kind of reel back the axe and ding! It kind of clanks into the back of the wall, which kind of knocks you off balance a little bit. Anything else?
No, that's it.
There.
I'm gonna walk past by and be right next to the bat and say, "How you doing, bat?" He goes back at me. Okay. And I look inside the cave and I'm like, got myself like, well, can I do anything right now, to be honest?
I mean,
Drag.
you have options. That's why we look under spell, Mr. Rock.
I'm like, huh. Oh, do I use a spell? I don't think I can use a real spell, to be honest. Cause no, well, I guess I'll do Bardic Inspiration to Porunga.
Okay.
And
How do you inspire Porunga?
Hey Porunga, use fire, please.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, very inspiring. It works.
You get negative inspiration. No, it's kidding. You get your Bardic Inspiration, Porunga.
I want no ice one. I want the actual fire guy. And that's it.
Okay. In that case, this Troglodyte is still alive. Going to look over at Dragon because it's the only one you can see, and a little bit more desperate looking. In fact, you hear its growls become a little bit louder, as if it's trying to call out for even more backup. Regardless of that, it is still going to take its swing at you, Drakgar, is the only one it can reach. Bite, claw.
Hit, miss, hit.
2, 3 points of damage total.
I laugh.
It's it for it as your Goliath stone-like skin seems to brush up the brunt of the attacks. This guy is dead. Porunga, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use Fireball to the guy in the bottom guy.
Mind you, you are within 5 feet of the Troglodyte, meaning that this, if it's a ranged attack, it will be done at disadvantage.
Wait, say what?
Being within 5 feet of an enemy creature and doing a ranged attack makes that ranged attack at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do to the other guy then. Where Drac is.
Okay, I mean, it's still is advantage because you still have an enemy creature within 5 feet.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna hit the guy on the bottom with the quarterstaff.
Okay, so you pull out your own quarterstaff, take a swing at the Troglodyte.
Fail.
What can I say? It does not hit. How the fuck did you do 0 damage?
I don't even-
Oh, -1 on strength. Okay. All
Oh
right.
yeah, my strength is negative.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Hold up. Oh,
just
wait,
tap
hold up. I
it.
saw 0 damage. Excuse me. Look away for. Oh, I look for away for a moment. I see 0 damage.
Sorry. Has to know those calls. He's gonna move. Damn, it can't actually physically like move far enough away from it. So, you see the center, however, looks over at you, Xandri, who are you who are like in the middle of the room, and says, "Income. Thank you for your assistance." And he just kind of seems to, for the most part, try to move away of the calls. Unable to fully do so, but now for now she's not really like on top of it. Excited.
All right. I will cast. If my page loads, I do apologize. Let's look here. I will cast Healing Word on the one that was above the coals.
Okay. That's center heals for 7.
And then the troglodyte in front of my brother, does he look like he's being beaten up?
He has been hurt.
All right, so I will cast. Let's look here. Toll the Dead.
Oof.
Damn.
That is unfortunate. They probably will fail though. Never.
Oh.
God damn. The troglodytes, undaunted by the sound of the bell tolling.
She's just gonna fly away from the troglodyte.
Okay. Metius.
All right. The troglodyte that is, I'm not at risk of hitting my teammates, am I?
Correct. I
Then I will.
don't do critical fumbles if that's what you're asking.
Okay, all right. This one here.
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
I will just shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay, go ahead. Oof, yeah, that hits.
4 damage.
Points of damage. It is looking pretty rough.
Okay. I don't think. When it says, I guess I should have asked for clarification before I did something else. But when it says that that I can use an action
I'm sorry.
to cause the hand to reach for a different creature or to move to a different unoccupied space within range, there's no like distance on that. Is it just 5 feet at a time it can move?
Could you put the spell in the chat?
Sure.
Range. Usually when it says stuff like within range, it means within the spell's range. I believe in this context, it means somewhere within 30 feet of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to cost an action, so I will just end my turn.
Okay. Troglodyte Brute probably attacking for the last time. Once again, going to roll up at D3. Same order. Porunga, for your troll, because you attempted to hit it with a quad.
You just tapped you with his axe.
Is going to multi
Dang it.
you.
Bro, I'm still surprised. 0 damage.
Missing. Second attack. Oof. I believe the hits. And please tell me an 11 doesn't hit, otherwise you're gonna be. Yes, otherwise you're in trouble. Porunga?
It's your jam. Died.
I think your mic's muted.
Yeah, does an 11 hit Porunga? Please tell me it doesn't.
I think it does.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so first the claw for 6, and if the 11 hits, that's another 6. So 12 points total.
I was
Look on your
looking at
page, is your
I was looking at
AC.
my shield spell.
Yes, you would
Can I?
use your reaction to shield?
Yeah.
Yes, you may. What does that put your AC up to? Probably not about 33, I would say. So it'll make the 11 miss.
It puts it up to 15.
Okay, so it'll
Okay, that's
make the 11 miss. So
So 6 damage.
only the first 6 points of damage. That's it for the Troglodyte Brute, as it also seems to sound very desperate, simply calling out. Though you don't actually hear anything coming up just yet. Juno.
Dang it. Some tape over the mouth. God damn it. Guys. Mr. Leeson. Come on.
Juno, you there?
Bitch. I think your mic's muted again.
Biscuit,
Yeah, I'm
God
here.
damn it.
I'm sorry. Let's just do the classics. Quarterstaff strike. Which
Third one hits, the second one hits. You were going for blows? Right. So.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to click it that many times.
So 6 hits. Ooh, last legs for that one. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna keep whacking.
Alright. Drakgar. I need to roll something in the background, actually. But continue your turn, Drakgar.
Well, I'm gonna smack on the same guy again with my great axe recklessly.
You are reckless. 14 hits for 14 for 14. How do you want to get rid of him?
I'm gonna I trip him, and then as he's fallen, I smack him in the chest with my axe, and he dies.
So, kinda using the curvature of the axe, you hook his leg, kinda making him fall to the ground. And as he's trying to scramble back up, you follow that up with a great strike from above. Splashing a bit of gore on the side. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Derek, can you bring it home?
Well, it was gonna hate me, but I'll do it anyway.
He gives bardic expression to the Dragonlord.
Shut up. I'm gonna do something you told me not to, but I will do it anyway.
Aw, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna walk past by, say hi to Drakgar, and prepare my thunderclap. That's what I thought, guy.
Mine.
I don't think you.
Too bad, sir.
Mine
Take
you.
it.
Thunderclap. Targets every creature within 5 feet of you. Do you want to cast it?
Does that break contract?
Look, I healed Drakgar. Okay, he can't complain.
I mean, do you let your allies know ahead of time what you're doing?
Yes, I will. Hey, Drakgar, I'm gonna do Thunderclap. Just be
Don't do
ready.
it. Don't do
I
it.
healed you. Do not complain. I healed you out of my own caring. Okay, that's why I'm doing
Pretty
this out of my own
sure that
caring.
still breaks contract.
I told Drakgar. Healed him. What? Heal him
Okay.
also breaks
Okay.
contract.
No. What? No. This is perfect. This is
Question
perfect.
mark?
Remember this, guys. As long as we let people know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this rule.
Everybody calm down. Derek, what are you gonna do?
I will tell Drakgar, prepare yourself. Okay. And I'll use Thunderclap.
All right. So, Constitution saving throw from Drakgar, the Troglodyte, and the Centaur.
They'll be fine.
So Troglodyte root con save
Easy. See that Drakgar didn't even touch him.
fails. I need to roll for the Centaur as well. I didn't have their sheet up because I didn't expect them to be targeted.
Be fine. It was 1d6. It's fine. 2 damage is fine.
Points of damage, which is not actually that much considering their health pool. They do get shaken up by the impact of the thunderous energy, through the walls. And hold on. How do you want to get rid of the final Troglodyte there?
I'm like, I come up to him and be like, you ready for this? Do this to my wife. I'm not doing it to you. It's kind of creepy, but I'm doing this. Bam! I just clap my hands, and then he dies of cringe as well.
That's a weird image. You emit a blast of thunderous energy as you do like a Hulk-like clap with your hands. It only extends from 5 feet away from you, but it's still the thunderous energy just barely enough. It's gonna push back the Troglodyte into the back of the wall, and you hear like this crack as when the Troglodyte kind of readjusts itself out of the wall. Seems like one of the spiky segments of the the rock wall of the tunnel kind of has pierced its way to the back of its head, and it just kind of falls and dies. That would
Yay!
end of initiative.
Guys, I did it. I saved us.
I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna shake my head as I walk past Derek
Not my fault. You didn't become
and ask
prepared for it.
this guy if he's okay or if he needs help.
First, let me get rid of the
They're all female, to BH.
well, no, that's the image they use, but because again, these are not.
Oh, they're both.
These are not important tokens. They didn't bother giving them a unique art. So you walk up to the two centaurs. They both kind of look over at you, and more or less, they all both seem like very roughed up in various regards. Both the one that got hit by the by the fire, was being burned by the fires, was being slashed at by the Troglodytes, and the other one who, albeit looks less messed up like the other, it's still, you notice scars and bruises and cuts, around their body. They both kind of silently nod at you. With the one who, obviously the one who's still restrained inside the little stockade slash cell, can't really talk at the moment because they're also gagged. But the one who is outside, who's still trying their best to keep the caught embers and calls at bay, kind of looks over at you, Drakgar, and says, "I am glad that you arrived when you did. Those creatures were going to eat me, sure as day."
Yeah, it looks like we got here just in time.
They kind of look around at you all, and the one who's out of their bindings looks over at the one who's still binded. Still a little bit weak to really move across the room, says, "Would you mind releasing my ally?"
Do we see a way to open this
Yeah,
thing?
it doesn't look too much of a complicated structure. It's just like a set of wooden bars that are kind of stuck to holes in the ground, being held together by a slightly larger wooden bar. Seems to be in a very similar fashion to how the centaur was strung up. Kind of seems to be held together by very gnarly looking rope.
I'll attempt to rip it off.
Let's see. Could you make me an athletics check?
Athletics. Yoink. Fuck. That's awkward.
What do you roll? Hold on. That's a
I now one did.
one. You're just trying to break the wood bar.
I pulled muscle in the process.
Let me try. Let me make a crack at it.
And then I'll smack it with.
You do believe that you loosened it up, but not quite there.
Got this. I want to crack at it. Come on.
Gotta try.
While the boys are over there having a piss fight with their strength to open up some tunnels,
Yeah.
I'm over here at the Centaur.
Let's go. God damn it.
And I'm going to administer a first aid bandage around some of the burns.
Oh.
Loosen up for you, Drakgar.
Okay. So roll me a medicine check first of all, Alexandria. And while that is.
Oh, I did it with my band-aid.
My
healer's.
Your okay with the thing. Okay.
Yep, don't worry, and I'm keeping track of them as well.
All right. I forgot you had the
I was like, what do you mean roll?
I forgot you have the healer kit. The healer feat rather. So you kind of begin to bandage up the wounds that can be bandaged up, otherwise applying ointments and the sort, to burn marks that are still present. While this is happening, Drakgar and Derek both try to pull the bar, but on opposite directions. Eventually, you hear a crack, and you snap the bar in between the two of you. The centaur is still bounded by rope, but you have gotten rid of the of the wooden sort of cell that it was being held in.
And then I'll also untie the rope.
No real check needed for that. Troglodytes are not very good at making knots. You takes you like a minute or so of just unbinding the ropes, unless you use any form of cutting tool to get rid of them easier. But eventually you undo the restraints on this centaur. Very weakly kind of looks up at you and says, "I thank you. I'm glad you arrived when you did."
No problem. Do any of you guys need help moving, or can you guys walk on your own?
I believe we still can. I can at least. Kind of looks over at the other one, and seems to sort of the other one who's still being bandaged up by Exandri. Kind of nods and says, "I am fine. I believe I can still walk." They then both kind of do like a knowing nod. The male one, whose name who appears to be Galuk, says, "It's not often strangers wander into these regions of the lands. Were you sent here by someone?"
I forgot the guy's name. I'm
Chief
blanking on the
Lakar.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, we weren't necessarily sent here by your chief, but we did run into him while we were out on a mission for ourselves, and we couldn't stand the fact of knowing that you guys could still be alive. So we wanted to assist your chief, and he was very worried about you guys, but he also knew that it's really hard for your tribe to maneuver themselves in and out of these tunnels. So we volunteered to try and see if we could rescue you. And so here we are.
Then you truly are sent by the Ocean Father, says Cleric. The other one, the female one, says, I'm afraid your stunt here may have alerted the their entire tribe. At this point, you hear like a whole bunch of hissing coming from around the cave. In fact, Juno and Porunga, because you guys are the furthest away from everybody, you would be, and even your bat, Metius, would be able to spot as various troglodytes seem to appear from the side areas that were also up until now covered by the, covered by the curtains, makeshift curtains that they have set up around this area. However, and they all seem to be bearing their claws and fangs at all of you, and almost like slowly closing in. But before they get too close, you hear this booming, like echoing, a growl very similar to the one that the troglodytes emanate, but something seems off about it. It's less, throaty, more I guess handled, I suppose, more controlled. It kind of echoes throughout the entire cave, and then you see as the troglodytes stop, and they seem to kind of lower their arms a little bit, close their mouths, and you hear that same another sort of like echoing voice, but speaking in common this time around. It says, "Apologies for the interruption, but well, if they are guests and new arrivals in our place of dwelling, then it will do ill for us and our reputation to not see them through and properly accommodate. Please, come closer. My fellow kinsmen shall not interfere with you any longer."
Wait, was that a troglodyte talking?
It sounded similar to them, but it spoke common and with a very posh accent.
I'll start moving.
I will
Oh,
follow
please say
Drakgar
he's like dapper in like a full-on fucking
in a
tux.
suit.
Little
Like
cane.
what's that dude from League of Legends? I forgot his real name. We always used to call him Tom Clancy. Tam Kench or something?
Oh, Tom Kench.
Yeah.
Before you guys head out, you do see the two centaurs were like very hurt, kind of looking at you like, are you seriously going to entertain that notion?
Have you seen this creature before, or wherever this voice is emanating from? Have you seen them?
Never to their face, but I believe this might be the rule.
I'm going to turn to my companions and say, before we take another step, should we attempt to rid the world of what's happening here?
No, I don't think so.
You think we
So
should just leave?
I feel like maybe we should parlay with them, so to speak, and see if we can. Just hear me out, though. Just see if we can get them to come to a neutral agreement to only eat fish and wild creatures of a lacking intelligence.
That would be
They seem
ideal.
like they're just super hungry.
Yes, it does look that way.
It's just kind of coming off to me like they're very gluttonous and they'll attempt to eat whatever they can capture. So maybe if we could get them to a neutral agreement to leave the centaurs alone.
But
Wait,
if
there are
not-
centaurs, right?
Centaur.
I keep forgetting. Sorry, on my screen, the pictures are so I can't really tell. Okay,
Give me
so
let me zoom in.
they kind of look like dragons, to be honest. Okay, perfect.
Before we get any further, should we try to escort these guys out?
Yeah. Maybe we could try to move them towards the exit a little.
I did just peek out and I saw some more of those troglodytes to the left.
Oh, are we surrounded?
Well,
I
you don't see them on the tunnel where you guys, from the direction you guys came from. But they are about the ones that you did see in the hallway, Juno. They appear to be standing less in your way and more like they move to the sides, almost as if like bouncers, making sure that you're following a certain path.
Okay.
I mean, if
I
they
do
saw how
think it
many of
would
them
be
you
beneficial
killed,
if we could get them to agree
Hold
to.
on, Alexandria. I think Juno was about to say something.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying if they've seen how many of we've killed, they shouldn't be so confident. But yeah.
You're right. But we'll
Should
see.
I just grab one of the bodies?
Brutal.
Chuck it around the corner like a boomerang? No. Stop it.
Fine.
If there is a way that we could get out of this cave and not be harmed, and for the troglodytes to stop capturing centaurs, then I don't necessarily see a reason to kill them. I mean, they just, like I said, they just seem very gluttonous to me.
Then we will have to respond to this ominous voice.
I can offer
Maybe-
my world famous cookies.
Maybe we could even try and find a medium ground where maybe the centaurs would be willing to help procure some fish for them every once in a while or something like that.
Well,
For passage.
Speaking of the ominous voice, you hear it once again saying, "Prithee tell, what makes you tarry so long?"
somebody better than me needs to be speaking.
Will you back me up in this?
Anything, of course.
Thank you. Hello. We are travelers. We've come here to obtain our friends who have fallen upon the misfortune being lured into your den. We would like to ask some questions, if you may allow it. We do not wish any more harm or bloodshed from this point forward.
Also,
Thy voice is barely audible from such a distance. You may need to approach further. If you speak of those who less fortunate who happen upon the claws of my kinsmen, then off with them. They shall be released.
Guys, I low-key love this dude.
Okay, don't let
Can
them
he
know
join
that.
the party?
I hope so.
I think he needs to be our group speaker.
all right. Well, let's let the Centaurs out, and we'll go figure it out.
I will remind you that you do have the horn that is made to signal Hukar's people.
Yeah, Xander
Correct.
has it.
Is this a safe enough?
I mean,
I'm trying to move forward, but like there's something stopping me from moving forward.
Did one of us have the horn specifically?
Xander
I
does.
do.
Do you want to signal Hukar?
Get lit.
I'm going to pass it off to Porunga, and I'm going to let Porunga know. Well, Porunga was there. He knows what the word's for.
hold on.
I already need to tell Porunga what it was. We were literally all there when that conversation happened.
Can you?
Bro, hiding in a bush. What do you mean? Definitely failed.
So what are you guys doing with the centaurs?
Which direction are they trying to guide us? Like towards the south?
When you come up into the hallway, you do see one of the troglodytes kind of like point over in this direction.
All right, I'm still
Yeah,
flying
Adam
above
walk by.
Juno, but I'm just gonna keep flying above Juno.
Yeah, I'm gonna be standing like right up here, and before I do that, I'm gonna
Could
point
you move
the.
me with Juno? It's too laggy for me.
Pointing,
I'm moving quick.
pointing down here. They're pointing down here, by the way.
Wrong way, bro. It's in a labyrinth, sir.
Uh,
Cave system.
He's like, I know the way.
So here we go. So you see as well, Juno, because you're the first one here. You will see as there's these two of the more beefier looking, troglodytes, kind of standing almost guard, like in front of this tent. Well, not tent. This curtain that looks slightly different than all of the other ones you see. This one, it seems like it's probably the one that is the most decently made out of everybody. Whereas the previous curtains that you walked past, and even the one that you removed when you entered the other room, were kind of like this patchwork of like leaves, animal skin, and the like. This one is like a center piece of like animal skin with like little flares of leaves on the side, almost as if to indicate that there's something really important behind this curtain specifically.
Interesting.
Open the door.
Forgot to move the camera over here. So, is everybody heading there, or what are you guys doing with them?
Porunga's still there, hiding.
Drakgar said that he points to the centaurs to
I was
centaurs to
gonna
move.
tell them to get out since it looks like we're safe, and I thought.
Can we give them the
gonna-
horn?
I mean, if that's what you want.
Like, would it be wise to give them the horn so they could signal to their people that they're out of the cave, or should we be escorting them out?
I think that saving them was enough.
Oh,
I mean, we kind of killed all of them on the way here, so but I don't know. They're perfect.
I do apologize. What was that? That you guys were discussing?
The people were
I got distracted by someone outside my door.
people were discussing if you guys should give the centaurs the horn to signal their people, or just have them go out on their own.
I think they're fine.
I would wait. Did we all just literally leave the centaur?
yes.
Well, I
Nobody
mean,
stayed
I
back
was
with them?
before I left. I was planning on telling them to leave, but I don't know.
I
was the
just
last
asked if
person
we
there.
do we think that they need an escort
Porunga.
out of here, or do we think that we can give them the
Get
horn
back there, Porunga.
and they can signal their people themselves?
I think we should keep the horde because we might be able to keep the horde for a different time as well. We're only parlaying. We're not going to try and fight these people. So
Yeah.
Yet we could.
We'll see.
we are not a Dragonlord, bro. I want to kick you out of the group so bad.
For the time being, you're
Look.
telling the centaurs to stay put. Is that?
I suppose
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so.
will help them get back to their group safely.
Okay.
And sound safe.
So,
Oh.
so you come up to this this curtain that is a little bit, like I described previously, far better, design than all the other ones. You hear the same sort of like pompous voice that you've been hearing so far seem to give an indication, but in the more like throaty guttural language of the of the troglodytes, and the two here seem to kind of just point at you, Metius, to like, well, just in general, everybody who's here in the group to move forward.
Okay.
Right.
Into the behind the curtain.
Yes, give me a second. I'll leave the dynamic lighting there. So, what you will see.
Oh God, I'm not ready.
As you enter this room is a couple more, regular-looking troglodytes. But the sitting on what appears to be a throne made out of various, large-looking stones, appears to be a also somewhat like beefier-looking troglodyte, but they actually seem to be wearing clothes, unlike the rest of their kin. It's simple as they may be, like a loincloth, a bit of leather, patches of like strapped armor, and having in one hand what looks at first you believe to be some form of scepter turns out to be like a mace of sorts. On top of their head, there's a sort of like a gold looking headband that kind of adorns the head, that seems to have had a couple of additions done on top of it. Some kind of like angular looking stones that have been like strapped onto the golden headband, to sort of accentuate, as if it was like a crown. You do see that these two other troglodytes kind of seem to like put their hands up, like stopping you from going a little bit closer. In fact, they're gesturing you to move back a little bit as you guys move that close to the throne.
When we get to the throne room, noticing that it does represent that of a higher power, she will still be respectful and like give a proper little bow. Xander will be like, we don't want there to be fighting or death. We're here to bargain a common ground between your tribe and the Centaurs.
I shall stop thy words right there. Thou walk into my domain, slay my kind, and then proceed to make demands. Fine enough. My kind are simple-minded individuals who probably do not understand the common tongue. And he kind of looks over at the troglodyte that is immediately next to him, that you believe to be like a female troglodyte, perhaps the queen, as it were. And they kind of look over at the troglodyte king, who's currently speaking in common, and nod along, clearly not understanding, the words that are coming out of the troglodyte king's mouth. The troglodyte king kind of looks over and says, "Understandable enough, however. They are, well, creatures that believe in the most basic of functions of a humanoid. To eat, to sleep, to reproduce, and to continue existing. I quite understand if you did not believe my kind to be capable of superior thoughts such as my own. However, I shall let you know that we have defeated those centaurs in combat fair and square, and therefore, uh, as the victors of war, we claim our due rewards."
Is this some unspoken understanding, or is this an agreement that you have?
It is what's necessary for my people to survive. Surely you understand that a ruler must make drastic decisions. However,
I suppose.
Seeing as you are the most recent arrivals who can speak the common language, oh, how I have waited for a moment like this where I may share my musings with those of equal intelligence. My company here. Unworthy, foul things they are, but they are my kinsmen nonetheless. Which is why I will pose thee all a deal of sorts.
What would this deal be?
Ah, you make me quite merry. It is a game, shall we say.
Can I ask a quick question? Are you the same? Are you a troglodyte?
Quite an understandable question, for I possess higher intelligence than my kinsmen. I understand your query, young one. Yes, I am one such that your kind speaks of as Troglodytes.
Why are you so smart then? And delightful compared to these other guys?
Smooth.
Isn't that the question for the ages, young one?
Huh?
I am simply
Huh?
of a higher breed than the rest of my kind. It is both a blessing and a curse, because, well, as you may have seen, my kind does not share in the art of language and communication such as my own.
Can I?
Yeah, can I insight check that actually?
What are you trying to discern?
I'm trying to discern if he's telling the truth or if he's lying to these guys.
All right, go ahead, make me an insight check. Mm,
Did that roll? Oh shit.
that's a 9. You're not sure. Uh, he certainly carries himself quite different, far more adorned than the rest of his peers, uh, who haven't even like figured out clothes as far as you're aware. Uh, but as far as his intelligence, his claim to intelligence goes, even with a 9, you might be able to tell that he could actually be right, but you're not sure.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I guess I'll take this opportunity. Anybody else wanted to make that insight check, or?
Sure.
Why not?
Nah,
Would
he's
he-
got us all fooled.
Would he be holding that staff or weapon that he is in his picture?
I
Yes.
could use your restroom.
Yes, that's fine. Yes, he is indeed holding it. He seems, but he's not holding as you see in the picture like a weapon. You cast it like in one hand, kind of resting against the throne, the stone throne that he's currently sitting on, almost as if it's like a regal staff of sorts.
I'll say to this, I suppose, troglodyte king, I'll say, would you permit me to cast a very simple spell in order to gain some knowledge about what might be going on here?
Pray tell. Certainly you do not question my claims about my intelligence, my good sir.
No, not at all, but I'd like to know if maybe the source comes from the item you wield.
I say, I feel quite insulted by that query. To claim that my own intelligence comes from some outside source and not my own merit. You are quite a rude participant in my dwellings.
I apologize for offending you. I suppose my curiosity can get ahead of my manners.
Yes, most of you civilized folk believe yourselves above my kinsmen and myself. Of course, not that I could blame you, but I assure you I am of a different breed than the rest of my kinsmen. So, on towards the deal that I discussed previously. It involves a game. See, very rarely do I have the chance to properly test my intelligence when most who claim to be of a high degree of vocabulary would rather take to the sword to my own people rather than to their words. How should I phrase this in a way that would be poetical enough for all of you to understand? Uh, Answer me. I shall ask thee these riddles 3. If you answer them, you shall be free. If not, then we shall see.
Oh no.
I like games.
Best of wit, then.
If you completed this game intellectual contest, shall we say, or test perhaps, then I shall allow you free passage through my domain, and my kind shall bother thee no further in your trek through this mines, whatever it is that may have brought you here.
I'm.
He
Are we
seems pretty.
all?
Sorry, go on.
We're all for this, right?
Yeah.
He
Are
seemed
these
pretty.
terms acceptable?
Maybe insight check him.
What are you saying? You know?
Should we trust this guy? I don't feel like. I don't know.
I mean, hey, that's up to you.
Are we all comfortable with this game?
One at a time, y'all.
Well, I think we could probably get it, but
I don't know if we have any other options now.
Then, my liege, please grace us with your first riddle.
What are we doing? I just got back.
we're
We're
he's
about to
offering to
answer
do
some riddles, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
So just to break down the situation, the Troglodyte King has agreed to allow you to continue on your way uninterrupted by his people through the Mithral Mines, under the condition that you, well, engage in his intellectual curiosity and answer a couple of riddles. He didn't quite specify what would happen if you don't answer them, but it seems like the party is leaning towards agreeing to this deal.
Okay.
Okay. Then pay attention and listen to this. What becomes harder to catch the faster one runs?
Your breath.
He kind of looks at you, and there's a blink and you miss it expression in his face of like, you motherfucker.
You know what? That same look is on Exandri's name because he didn't even breathe in between replying for this, and she's just like, "Good job."
Looks at you, his grip tightened across on his scepter, and he says, "Perhaps that was a bit too simple of a example. I misunderstood I underestimated your intellectual value, and I apologize for that. Perhaps this next one may be a bit more to your liking. What breaks every time one speaks?"
Silence.
There's another twist of the scepter. You see a strain like you know that vein kind of pops up when you grip something too tight, like on your
Yeah.
like you see that vein kind of begin to pop in his hand. The other troglodytes, obviously they don't know what you guys are saying. They don't speak common as far as you're aware. So they are, but they do seem, even they seem to kind of pick up a little bit on the irritation of the troglodyte king.
Exandri's like making a little poster. It says, "Go Metius, go Metius."
Right. The last one, then. And this one is surely to make you think. What runs but never walks? What has mouths but never talks? What has heads but never weeps? And what has beds but never sleeps?
I feel like the whole party's looking at Metius.
I mean,
what runs but never walks.
what was the last? I will ask him if he could repeat the riddle.
So this one is a bit more challenging than the previous ones. Very well, then I shall oblige. What runs but never walks? What has mouths but never talks? What has heads but never weeps?
Is it a river?
There's silence for a couple of seconds. You kind of caught him like in the middle of the sentence when he was repeating the riddle. And there is a glint of almost like an evil glint in his eye, flashes for a couple of seconds, And then he seems to sort of catch himself, compose himself, and says, "That is correct. Though do not interrupt the king in his court."
Metius is looking at Exandria with like a an expression of amazement, like ecstasy and wonder. Just excellent. Good job.
I go fist bump Xandri and Mitius.
I do apologize. I was just super excited that I knew the answer to your riddle. It was such a beautiful riddle.
Yes, one that I spend quite some time coming up with. But it's fine enough that it was answered by someone of clear, comparable intellect to myself. Very well. Then you shall be allowed to proceed on your way into these mines. Now, you are dismissed. Continue on your path.
Would you like a riddle in return just for fun?
Kinda looks over at you and says, posing one question to myself. Then I shall oblige.
Okay.
Tell your riddle.
30 white horses on a red hill. First they chomp, then they stomp, and then they stand still.
Kinda seems to think for a moment. They kind of like seem to think for a moment and says, 30 white horses on the red hill? I see, I see. Actually, I'm gonna roll a intelligence check on his behalf to see if he gets it.
Oh.
I'm gonna make it a hidden roll this time around. Let's see what. But your riddle is as simple as that. Those pearly whites on your face. Or mouth.
And she'll smile really big at him and she'll be like, correct.
Of course. A riddle that was quite the interesting one. Got the brain juices flowing, as they say. I commend you for that. But like I said, I'm afraid my curiosity is satiated for the time being. Thank thee for indulging my request. You may continue on your way.
Thank you.
Peace
That
out.
was wonderful.
Well, thank you, Troglodyte King. I do apologize if I don't know if you have a name, but thank you.
He doesn't answer that, but does do like a gesture of like, as you were. In fact, what time is it? Let's take a quick 5-minute break, and we will come back as you guys have, more or less completed the Troglodyte King's game, shall we say. Let's see. All right, so we are back. I believe the party was now on their way to move back to the way they came to continue exploring the rest of the Mithral Mines. Is this correct?
And then we also let the centaurs go.
Okay. None of the Troglodytes that still remain within these halls really do anything to stop you. It seems that they do give you like a bit of a stink eye because, well, you did kind of kill a bunch of them. But at the very least, they don't seem to be, like pouncing in for an attack or anything to that effect. Really, it comes across as more like, like go on and get, type of like get out of here. We're done with you type of thing instead of a proper, like, peaceful, agreement, shall we say. So You guys can move yourselves all the way back here. Oh, I was looking at the wrong screen.
Does Porunga still have the horn?
I think
Or
I have the
does
horn. I
Andrew?
don't see a horn in my inventory.
Or I think that's a different horn.
That's a different horde.
Where's my horn go?
We have 3. We
Where?
currently have 3 hordes in our party.
Wait, 3 horns? I thought we only had 2.
Yeah.
What is the
We
horn
have
of
3.
Balamitra?
That's
the quest objective horn.
Metius, stop moving. You're like going way off the map. Give me some a moment.
Oh, sorry.
I did mention I didn't undo the dynamic lighting barrier here because there's a bridge that prevents me from fully getting rid of the dynamic barrier here. But you guys would be able to see that there is a how to say a rest of the hall like going down through here, down this tunnel.
I can't go past this light, by the way.
I know. I was gonna move you all onto the other side in a moment.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's just that Metius went all the way back to like the beginning of the map. So give me a moment while I'm. You don't need to move back on your own, Metius. I can just move you back to the rest of the party.
Okay, cool.
Where do we go again? What the heck?
Okay, so. Do you? Well, first of all, I'll ask, what do you guys do with the centaurs? Now that
I tell them that they're free to go, and then the Troglodytes won't attack them anymore.
But as we escort them out the cave, I'll recollect the horde from Porunga. When we step out of the cave, I'll blow on the horn.
Okay.
Message.
Without me having to move all the tokens around like this, I'll say that you step out of the cave. The 2 centaurs, they can walk somewhat. It's still very unsteady, tumbling steps almost. And as you step outside onto the area not far away from the waterfall, you take the horn and begin to blow on it. It makes a very distinctive sort of like sound. You see the 2 centaurs kind of look over at you, and they more or less give like a very genuine smile. One of them, the male one, says, "That signal will let the rest of our tribe know that we're safe. Once again, we thank you for what you've done for us."
Of course. It's something that we're trying to do for everyone in Thylia right now. Our mission is to essentially right the wrongs of those in the past and just try to make the world a better place for everyone to live in.
The female centaur nods and says, "Well, you have certainly proven yourselves to be far more amicable than anyone else who has have had run-ins with our tribe. We shall wait for the arrival of our people here. Please, go in peace, and may the blessing of the Ocean Father be with you."
Sus.
She will say, if you guys are ever in need of our assistance again, send word to... Wow, why did I just forget my dad's name? Yeah, Pythor. Okay, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Sausage.
Please, just send a carrier or word back to Pythor, and it's my brain is not working today. Astoria, right?
Astoria, yes, that's the name of the
okay.
city.
Destroyed your brain.
And asked for assistance from the Dawnbringers, and leave directions, and we'll do our best to come and assist you again.
Oh,
the Dragonborn.
I didn't mean to move you all the way there just yet. But would you notice, Exandri, that the moment you bring up the name of Pythor, they kind of have like this questioning look on their face. They don't really say anything. They just kind of have like a double take and then more or less move along, and just kind of say, "Well, then please return to the mines. You had your own objective there, as you claim. We shall wait for the arrival of our people here. Do not worry, we are not entirely helpless."
Oh wait, out of game. Is this the mines that we're supposed to be at?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're in the Mithral
Whew.
Mines.
Alright, can I go slaughter some more things, guys? Let's go.
You were straight about to walk away, weren't you?
I was so excited to leave.
More murder, woo!
Hold on, I'm moving you guys to the other side of the lighting barrier. Everybody should be there. So, am I missing already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh fuck!
Whoa.
Mr. Jam.
No PBJs. Everybody should be there. Right.
Still AFK in the middle.
No PBJ said that he's back.
Oh, thank God.
Now, as you guys go back inside, and this time take the other route, going beyond this little archway threshold of sorts, into a hallway that the ceiling begins to stretch out a little bit the further you walk. Those of you who have dark vision or any form of light source that will allow you to see, notice that the ceiling seems to stretch out like a good 20, 25 feet above you. Eventually, you come up to this large room where you see a gigantic hole in the middle of it. There is bits and pieces of wooden scaffolding sticking out from the sides of the tunnel, almost indicating as if this was some form of like mining operation, perhaps. There is a slightly stinging smell emanating from that nearby vicinity, almost sulfuric-like in its nature. What do you guys do?
It stinks in here, guys. That's all I say.
Should I send my familiar to do a bit of scouting?
Sounds like a good idea.
Aren't we supposed to collect dead bodies?
Just the
somebody?
skulls
Just the skulls?
of dwarves long past, apparently.
And that was for the guys at the tavern, correct?
Yep.
It was.
I would like to point out, so far you haven't actually seen any like skulls that would match the physical, the average physical appearance of a dwarf.
Okay.
So Cassie has a question. What are literally all of the quests we have for here? Because I feel like we have 4 or 5.
Well, the main one, as it were, is to relight the fires of the Mithral Forge.
Okay.
Will in turn allow you, or more specifically allow Vulcan, to forge and reforge magical artifacts that will allow
stuff
that will assist you in your journey.
Okay.
The other one,
love my stuff.
the one that Drakgar and Porunga picked up earlier, was to recover skulls of fallen dwarfs and return them to another group of dwarfs back in Astoria, so they can give the remains at least a proper burial. And I believe that's it.
We didn't have any more in here. Why do I feel like we had something else to do here?
Did Mitch have character stuff here?
Yeah, I have to get a weapon from this guy that helps me defeat the dragon that fucked my village up.
Be nice, don't kill it that quick.
No, it's dead.
So nobody had character stuff in here?
I think
I also need my weapon, but I don't think I get that till later.
You were told
Alright.
by Versi that that the in the fires of the Mithral Mines you would find a weapon to strike against dragons, Juno.
Yes.
Get cool and such.
I'm not quite sure what that means. If there's someone here that's gonna make that for me or what.
So
You did somewhere in the Mithral Flames, you said, or mines?
In the
Flames?
Mithral Mines.
sounds like this
So
dragon.
So somewhere it's on the floor. You gotta just pick it up easy.
Well, we were told that there's like a spirit of the forge, right?
Yes, you were told by Vulcan that the Forge
And
Shaker, a fire elemental or a being of of elemental effects, lives or lived somewhere in the Mithral Mines.
I'm gonna step up here and look down.
Deep, as in beyond your dark vision range type of deep.
Just as far as I can see.
So you have dark vision 60 feet, I believe. You would be able to notice that a couple of things are going on around this area. For one, you will see that the hole here seems to go, well, like I said, beyond the range of dark vision. You're not sure the specific of it, but a hole of this size, and that's emanates like this sulfuric, like kind of smell, indicates to you that this could potentially be some form of a very deep shaft that perhaps goes to like the very base of the mountain, if not even further, perhaps. Another thing that you notice, Juno,
But no.
is that not too far away from where you're currently standing, seemingly have not seen you just yet, surprisingly enough, because, Drakgar is not, Drakgar's light, I believe at this point has already run out. That's for like an hour.
Oh, sorry. Didn't.
Well, actually, no, it still should be there, I believe. Let me just double check something. Porunga, how long does light last?
Let me see.
Something music, that's what I heard.
He said, let me see.
1 hour.
In that case, I'll say you are at this point reaching the limit of your current casting of light, Porunga, and this was for Drakgar as well. Juno, as I was describing, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. What at first you heard as munching, chewing, or something to that effect, you slowly turn to the side and you see what appears to be a very large creature that you can't quite make out what it is. There's the smell of blood hits your nostrils very strongly, and you swear you see some form of canine-looking creature chewing on the remains of this very large creature just in the edge of your dark vision range.
Oh no.
The canine creature in question, you notice the strange emotions in its body, as if its head is moving up and down a little bit too quick, until you realize it's not that the head is moving up and down too quick, is that it has two heads that are moving up and down as they chew onto this large creature.
Nom 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 nom.
What the fuck?
Did I mention this before, everybody? Let me double check.
I wonder if the
Oh,
Troglodytes knew about this guy.
Oh ho ho.
If he's friends with the Troglodytes, maybe?
That thing does not look friendly.
Go pet him, no balls.
Point that out to everyone and quietly be like, hey, there's that over there. Let's not fuck with it.
Drakgar, I'll give you $10. Go pet it.
I actually do have animal handling.
Sus.
I can always send my little bat out to scout for the area.
I guess I'll ask: are you intending it to go out in the open, or perhaps stealth up a little bit?
What do you guys think? Should we stealth around it?
We could try. I can't promise that I'll be quiet enough.
We could go the other way.
Juno, you move a little bit towards the other way, and you realize there is actually no path beyond that. It seems that the immediate surroundings of the from the immediate surroundings of the large shaft slash cave in front of you, the only other pathway you see is around this side where you saw the canine creature.
What
I'm gonna move
exactly
back
does the
around this
dog look like
corner.
he's doing?
He's eating something.
You both talk at the same time. What happened?
Oh, I was asking the group, because I'm not up there yet, what exactly the dogs were doing.
It looks like it's eating something
Well,
right now.
The two-headed beast eating the remains of some creature.
we could. I mean, if the Troglodytes still haven't gone and collected the bodies of their fallen, we might be able to procure a body or two
Mm-hmm.
from the entrance of the cave. Maybe we could use those to distract or satisfy the dog's craving to pass.
Try that.
I mean, we could try to do it stealthily too, but I mean, just from, past experiences, as in every single time we try to be stealthy, one of us seem to always, so to speak, trip over their own feet.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem
Could
like
that be? I wonder.
Hungry, though. I mean, he's eating a
Last
giant.
time it was me, but that was the first time I tripped over my feet.
I'm going to go back around this corner and close my eyes and send my consciousness into my bat, my familiar Luna, and I'm just going to fly around to see. I have 100 feet from my character.
In that case, are you making any attempt for your familiar to be stealthy, or you just?
I mean, yeah, that would be cool.
In that case, make me a stealth check with your bat familiar.
Is that dexterity?
That would be dexterity, yes. Hey, that's pretty good. You will. Let me just double check what their senses are. Can you actually see through them? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You kind of have your bat to go up to the very ceiling of the cave, which, like I mentioned, at this point, kind of extends past the original 10 feet limit that the other tunnels had. Fly around first, around this little shaft here. Because your senses are being, shared with the familiar, the slightly noxious, gases coming from the, or noxious smelling rather, in scents coming from the pit, kind of are a little bit, for lack of a better word, disgusting to you. But once you actually send the bat over to the side, to see what exactly is happening over there, you are hit with a very gnarly image. Because it's not just one canine-like creature that is feeding on the remains of a large creature. It's three of them. And the creature in question.
Is it Fluffy?
And the creature in question that they are feeding on top of is a large, almost like incredibly so, version of them with three heads. Though it's Flesh is torn asunder, bones are sticking out from very gnarly looking wounds. It looks like it's been dead for a while. And
It's a puppy.
these other creatures are feeding on that, on that larger version of themselves almost.
And those are 3 two-headed dogs.
Yes, 3 two-headed dogs feeding on a like gargantuan 3-headed one.
All right. I will return to my own senses and then use my action to magic the bat back to me.
Okay.
And I will tell the group that I will whisper and say there are 3 two-headed dog-like creatures surrounding a large dead 3-headed one, and they seem to be eating it. I looked
Wow.
around the room through the bat, and it's the only way. We have to get past them.
Should
Do you
I?
guys remember anybody saying anything about 3-headed dogs by chance guarding this place? Did Vulcan tell us that there is a guard dog or anything of the sort?
No. What were you going to say, Drag?
I was gonna say, should I grab one of the bodies?
That
And
certainly was a good idea. I don't know if the king of the Troglodytes is going to appreciate us doing that. They're
I mean,
probably
they're-
already eating them.
I
yeah,
mean,
that's.
this is going to sound a little fucked up, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to eat themselves.
I mean,
Yeah, which means they're going to be upset if we try to take the bodies. They would want to eat them for sure. We could try.
Is anybody here good at speaking with animals?
I cannot. I cannot do that. I can, however, form some lights into the shape of a humanoid, and possibly distract them. But I have nowhere. The room is there's not a lot of space. I don't know where I would send them to. I'm honestly fresh out of ideas.
Yeah, I'm a little stumped too. I
Did they
don't
look
have too
tough?
many healing spells left.
Did they look tough to me, or did they look kind of like emaciated and
Make
you know?
make me, I guess retroactively this would be, make me like an insight or perception check. I'll let you choose.
Okay. Insight or perception? Okay. Not really.
With a 12, you would be able to tell that these dogs, they look like they can, considering they are eating, the remains of this larger, Cerberus, I guess. They seem, you would first take them for like, carrion eaters, right?
Hmm.
However, the way they were tearing like bits and chunks out of the flesh indicates to you that their bite can certainly carry itself with some degree of force. Not only that, but you would have noticed that whenever they took chunks out of the flesh, there was this lingering, uh, almost rapid necrosis happening on the bits of flesh that they were taking out.
ooh.
Okay. I did notice that in addition to what looked like a powerful bite, there seemed to be some quick rotting setting in around what they were eating. So that might be another obstacle. They do have a gigantic piece of meat in front of them. I'm not sure if throwing a smaller piece of meat is going. I don't know if they would necessarily care about it. We may just have to go through them.
So what do you guys do?
Maybe, well, I guess we should be prepared for anything, but I guess we could try to stealthily approach and then see if somehow we could bargain with them.
I think they're animals.
Well, yeah, but it's got 3 heads. What if it's more intelligent?
It's possible. I've seen a lot of strange things recently. This would not be the strangest.
I mean, we literally just spoke to a talking troglodyte.
We did. I don't have a lot of experience caring for animals, but if any of you do, now's the time.
I think these might be a special cut. I don't know if that would be much of a. But I'm not. How long does the paralysis?
At this point, the light runs out on Drakgar. Gets snuffed out. Do you recast it, Porunga?
I think we should probably wait for that. I mean, we could try to be friendly with it, but I don't know if that would work.
So what do y'all do? What's the call here, Dawnbringers?
Should we try to sneak past?
We should. If that fails, then we should attempt to pacify them. And then if that fails, I will motion to my component pouch and pull a little bit of iron dust out of it, and I'll say, if that fails, then we'll have to fight.
Should we have Juno go first, and then me, and then whoever else, since we're the strongest?
Yes.
In case something
Excellent
happens.
idea.
So who's doing what here?
Juno, do you want to go up front, or should I? I think your mic's muted again.
Damn.
Did he fall asleep?
Disappearing. Okay, that's with the disappearing act. So.
Can you see me?
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Sorry. I deal with some weird stuff with my mic, sorry.
Okay. Drakgar asked if you would be willing to take a risk and see if it's possible to stealth past them.
Yeah, I'm
Or
done.
do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
If he's going to try and stealth past him, here, let me do this. And I'm going to reach out and I'm going to touch him, and his body's going to shimmer gold for a split second. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on him.
Okay. If you post the spell so that people can read. There we go. Sanctuary. Alright, so now every time a creature, for the next minute, every time a creature wishes to target you with an attack, they must make a wisdom save or lose the attack entirely.
I make my way.
Roll me a stealth,
Down.
first of all. Yeah, roll me a stealth, Juno, first of all.
Why are you rolling, Drac? You're not going.
I also moved, so I figured I would do it too. But I didn't move as far.
Let me double check something here. Yeah. Okay, so you get to like around here. As you were trying to like sneak in, or past rather the the creatures. As you're about to kind of go over this very, very slight sort of like elevation where you kind of have to, lift your leg a little bit. Once you kind of touch down with your first step forward, you see one of the dogs having just finished splitting apart a segment of flesh between its two heads and both kind of like tearing it apart and eating it, chewing on it. One of the heads kind of turns around. At first, in what is would have been a rather very idle, sort of like movement of sorts, but it just so happened to be at the right time, where you were about to properly set foot into the rest of this room. The creature kind of turns the second head, and that sort of like growling that it does seems to attract the attention of the other two-headed dogs.
All right. I'm going to ready an attack. If they get close to me, I'm going to whack them.
They don't really move closer, but they do seem to kind of be ready to jump on you almost like at a moment's notice.
In like the least threatening voice that I can muster, I'm going to say to Juno, try to pacify them if you can. Try to calm them down. We just need to get around them.
I have that horn thing.
I'll
Should I use the horn of Balamatra?
That only works for like just as a reminder. It's just like we drink it and it'll give us like a shaky vision. It's not something that you like use in combat.
It does have
Doesn't it?
another use to it, but I will remind you. What's it called? Let me see if I can just find the appendix where I left this at. Treasures, Horn of Valmitria. Horn of Valmitria is capable of producing. It has two command words. One is to, produce food, water, wine, around enough to maintain roughly 6 average-sized people well fed for a day. And the other command word, creates a paralyzing vapor of sorts.
Oh fuck!
That you can do once a day. I'm going to assume, right?
Option 2, my lord.
I'm going to assume rather that because Juno has the horn at the moment, then you would be attuned to it.
He's attuned to it.
I've
Back
had
when he wasn't playing, Drak attuned him to it. After we defeated the fairy dryad poison chick.
Demetra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her.
Okay. So, as it stands right now, just to keep the scene on everyone's minds, the three dogs are looking with ravenous eyes towards in the direction where Drakgar and Juno are at. Mind you, Drakgar, like you don't have the light anymore. I believe the reason you might be seeing the most because you still have access to the to the camera.
Oh,
Uh,
that might be, yeah. My bad.
so
So I don't see this?
you don't see them, but you hear them.
Okay. Do I at least see Juno though? Am I close? Actually, I probably wouldn't see him because I'm just gonna judge by their growling where they're at, and I'm gonna attempt to toss a couple
Okay.
rations at them.
Rations.
They have enough meat. I don't think that they're going to be convinced.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, true. You're right. You're right.
I mean, are you still like that or like?
I mean, it could show that we're not.
I'm going to kind of keep a hand on Drakgar so he doesn't fall in the pit to my left.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe if you throw them meat, they'll realize that we're buddies.
Yeah.
Like a real dog
Yeah.
with one head.
We have a tennis ball.
So,
Yeah.
We need two because they do both the heads would want it.
so what are you doing? Are you doing anything, Drakgar?
Yeah, I'll toss the rations, even though they probably don't need it. I'm just gonna show them that we're friendly.
Make me an animal handling check.
Please get a nat 20 and we get a dog.
With disadvantage.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat
Disadvantage.
20.
Oh fuck me.
Good
Nat
nat
20,
20.
nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Aw.
Plus one kind of slides across the stone floor until it reaches like nearby one of the dogs. You see, while one head is still looking over in your direction, the other head kind of leans down and begins to smell the ration. Kind of like turns away with a like snarl, as if it smells something like it didn't like. You see the other head kind of looks at the other head, and the two heads kind of look at each other for like a couple of seconds, and then they look back in your direction. And
Oh no.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll me initiative.
It's going.
Feels
I kind
bad.
of wanted a two-headed dog.
Sitting here.
You don't want no stinky food. That's what it said.
It'd
Just
be
try
like,
not to kill them. We'll take
For
them back
real.
and trade them.
But yeah, put them in a rope them,
that's
on
actually an
leash.
excellent idea.
leash them.
Oof.
Imagine
Get
Drakgar
loose.
with like a two-headed dog on a chain.
Dude.
Yeah,
on a
imagine
dragon.
riding into battle on Cerberus.
Oh,
That'd be
dude.
wild.
And then no, he's riding on the dog, and the dog is riding a dragon.
These dogs
Boom.
are medium-sized creatures, meaning you wouldn't be able to ride on them. They,
Yeah, Drak's way too big.
Bad.
Not yet.
He's
We
going
need to wait till they become big.
I can minimize. I'll cast minimize and then
Make him
can ride on it for 1 minute.
Oh, I forgot to
Easy.
click.
Wouldn't it just be better to cast enlarge on the dog?
That's so much smarter. That's such a better idea than what I had.
Don't make it too big. Dog has to be on the dragon.
What? I'm riding a
so it's-
dog that's
so it's-
riding a dragon.
Yes, why not?
That's wild as hell.
So the dog's riding Derek, and I'm riding the dog.
Big brain.
Like that like fan comic of Skyrim where like the Dragonborn refuses to part with the dragon even though with the horse even though they can ride dragons, so they just have the have the horse on top of the dragon and the Dragonborn on top. All right.
And then frickin'
Oh fuck! I almost forgot. Cover music.
I'm 100% down to try to train one of these dogs.
same here.
God damn it! Not what I wanted. No, I wasn't
Too
referring
bad.
to,
Oh.
I wasn't referring to what you said. I was referring to what
Oh.
what Franco is currently like throwing at me. All right. So
Totally getting one of these Cerberus as a pet, though.
Sure.
not the music I wanted, but I'll take it.
I'm liking it.
Fucking Final Fantasy. All right. Let's see. Let me. Is everybody in initiative? Juno.
I believe
It looks
so.
like it.
Porunga, Drakgar. Yeah, that's already.
I have to play that copyright victory song when we win.
Copyright victory song.
Hopefully Square Enix doesn't crack down on me like many other.
I'm worried about all the modders right now. Don't worry.
All right. So sadly, one of those creatures rolled higher than everybody else.
60.
You see it run like
Well, at least
charge
Derek and I are safe.
directly at
I've got this, guys.
Juno and Drakgar. However, Uridas is like 10 feet away from you guys. Now that it has full view of Porunga and Metius as well, it kind of stops. and suddenly you see a twitch on its heads, as if they just caught sight or smell or of something or someone that like really tickled their fancy.
Uh-oh.
You see as let me just check. They move. I believe it was 15 feet. What's their speed that they can move? A lot.
Oh, mommy.
You see as it dashes past Juno and Dragon, and instead seems to be making a beeline towards Metius.
Oh, no.
Shit. The pit bull's chasing the guy. Go run, boy.
Moves another. Barely just enough movement to cover that 40 feet distance. It does exit the threat range of Drakgar and Juno, however, so meaning you both can take an opportunity attack should you wish to.
Damn right I am.
Cool.
You weren't raging, I believe, so.
No, not yet. So that was an accident.
14 does hit. 8 points of damage total. Juno, do you take your up attack against the creature?
Repeat it again.
Best answer.
Weather tracker.
Mitch, you here?
Sorry, I was muted.
Alright, there you go.
Instead of an opportunity attack, would I be able to try and push him into the pit?
Give me 1 second. What is the ruling on opportunity attacks and shoving?
Roundhouse kick him into the pit. Come on.
Attack. Because I know you can exchange attacks for. Sadly, you can only exchange your attacks for shoves or grapples when you take the attack action. It's not trigger on opportunity attacks. You would have to take your hit or just not do it at the moment.
I am going to whack him as he runs by.
Alright, there. Roll me your attack.
1 second.
11 will miss. The dog kind of dashes, starts past past Drakgar, moving right here in front of Metius, and you see as both heads look at you, Metius, and it begins to salivate a lot. You feel a cold sensation in your heart.
Oh.
You felt this as a similar sensation before.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not like it. It is going to take its multi-attack on you, Metius.
Yeckers.
So it's going to make 2.
Death dog.
1, 2. 21.
13 and 21. Okay, my AC is 12, so they both hit. I'm going to use my reaction to cast Shield.
That would elevate it to 17, meaning the first one won't hit, but the second one will.
Yeah.
All right.
So as it jumps at me, my hand goes up instinctually, and a golden shimmer appears and blocks the first bite.
Kind of like the first head that bites down is kind of stuck on a shield, but then the other one seems to kind of go around it and like bite down on your arm. You take 4 points of piercing damage, but I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Say you love America. Come on, say you love America.
Yeah, let's go.
You make it. You feel that sort of like rapid necrosis effect. Hideous like sensation on you climbing up your arm, but you managed to fight it off. That is it for this dead dog, Drakgar.
Alright, I see it going after Mateus. I'm going to attempt to grapple it. Is that a strength check, right?
That is a contested strength check, yes. It is your athletics against its own athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, so I go athletics. Frick.
It has similar stats on either, so it's just going to roll this.
Let's go.
Fail.
Nice.
You move kind of like past Porunga and kind of grab the dog by like the by its behind, so to speak. The head's unable to turn around to kind of like strike at you at the moment. It is currently grappled. What do you do now?
Can I move over here, and then I try to drop it over the cliff?
Give me one moment. Let me. So he would be here. Okay, so while grappling, your movement speed is halved. You move 5, and then while grappling, you move another 5, so that's 10.
I got
15 total.
30 total. I got 30 total, so yeah, I should be able to.
In that case.
Or wait, no, sorry. Half that would be 15.
Well, should you wish to drop the death dog into the abyss, let me double check something about this region because there's something important about this shaft.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it, no bows.
Okay. Being dropped means that it has to make a dexterity saving throw to be able dexterity or dexterity saving throw. If not, it will not be able to catch itself on the ledge. So what is DC? Can't do it. You see the death dog, and you kind of like grapple from the back. You drag it over to the edge and just flung it over the edge. You hear the dog's like howl as it falls. It like falls down a good distance. In fact, let me double check something.
Fuck, brutal.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't have attacked my friend.
Let's double check something important about this shaft.
Swear God.
Jesus Christ.
Lava starts spewing out of it. God damn it, Drac!
Sorry, he was attacking.
Okay.
Too bad. Deal with it.
Okay, so I have to roll something.
Oh my God. Look what you did, sir.
I had to get him off of him.
You woke
Was
up
it
an
on
army
him
of
yet?
Skeletons.
Oh no. 68. Oh boy.
68 points of falling damage. It falls down into the shaft. At some point, you don't even like really hear its howl anymore, and this dog has been dealt with.
It's going.
Oh,
we're
Lord.
gonna have a dog, but no, you just had to fill your animal handling.
Technically, you would have had to move like one more space to the left, but you had enough movement to do that. So.
Oh.
Alright, I guess that'll be my turn.
Yeah, like you would have been like right here at the very edge, but yeah. All right, so that's that for Drakgar. Derek.
Isn't the dog dead already?
I mean,
Two more.
yeah, but
Jeez.
you were told by Juno. I mean by Metius that there were 2 more.
Oh, okay, so I will. Technically, from where I was right behind her, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll do 25. I'll sit packed right here.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything? Did you do anything?
Like I don't have any range spells anyway, so I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Drakgar.
Thank you.
How do you inspire Drakgar?
I said, look, man, we should have kept the dog, but there's other dogs, so try to at least get one of them. All right.
Alright.
Okay. So the second.
Feel very inspired.
Inspired, of
I
course.
believe this one has enough movement to get past you.
Great leader, I am.
Yeah, no, it would not be able to get past to y'all to get. It will instead just rush up directly towards Juno, and both heads will launch at you for its multi-attack. Missing twice.
Thank goodness.
The two heads dive in for the bite at the same time, and they kind of like knock into each other, unable to land the strike. Juno, it is your turn.
While their momentum, let's think. I guess I'm just gonna whack him.
All right, go ahead.
Which
Takes 20. No, not takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage. 22 hits. 14 does hit for an additional 7. The death dog still looks like it could take a bit more punishment. Anything else, Juno?
that is gonna do it. I'm gonna save my key points.
Right. Metius, you were right in front. Moments ago, you were right in front of one of those dogs, and then you're not because Drakgar got it rid of it. So what do you do?
Yeah. After Drakgar tosses that dog into the pit, I will give him a slightly relieved look and a nod and back up to here. And I should still be in range for a firebolt. And I will...
Oh, I would like to point out, I don't think you can actually see them because Drakgar's light went off. And I don't think I heard Porunga say recall it. Your
True.
like your familiar can't see it, I believe. And probably be able to relay its message to you. So for now, I'll allow you to actually be able to target them.
I mean, I'm okay if I can't. Like, can the familiar like relay information to me in real time like that?
I believe as per the spell Find Familiar, you do have a mental link with it. Find Familiar.
I do.
Yes, while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Okay, cool. So I will.
So for now,
if you think I can hit it, I'll cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. Go ahead. 17 hits for 6 points of fire damage. This deathlock looks a little bit more bloodied.
All right, and I will end my turn.
Exandri.
All right. Let's see here. Drak's not emitting light.
No.
No, because his thing expired, but maybe he'll give it to me again after.
Oh, I thought your
Sure.
weapon emitted light.
It did, but it was given by Porunga and then expired, so he has to recast it.
Can I see in the dark? I cannot. Alright, I'm flying still. My ass still hasn't touched the ground since whatever. I'm gonna fly up over the pit, so I at least don't feel like I'm gonna get attacked. And I'm going to use thaumaturgy, and I'm going to project my voice to sound very demanding. And I'm going to try and see if this works. I'm going to command the dogs to lay down. I know that sounds dumb and stupid, but I don't know. Maybe they're trained and we just don't know.
No, it's actually a great idea, especially with like a thaumaturgy voice.
So I'm just trying to make my voice sound.
I will say, sadly, I don't think that'll work, but for a different reason that I'll reveal later on, make me a performance check.
Okay.
This is gonna come into play later on, I promise.
I'm not lying. To this day in this campaign, I've never rolled above it.
Look, leave the performance to the professionals here.
Your voice echoes and carries through the room, but either it doesn't seem to carry that sort of like demanding, imposing, tone that you wished it to, or it seems like these creatures are a bit more laser focused, I suppose. Mind you, their heads did looked up for like a couple of seconds, but it doesn't seem that you carry that gravitas needed to properly control these creatures. Anything else?
I do apologize. What was that?
He's asking.
I mean, well, yeah, it didn't seem to work.
Okay.
Anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's it. That's all I have. I'm pretty out of stuff, so apologies, guys.
The other death dog. Can it even make it to you? Let me double check.
5 dashes in one turn.
It can barely make it here.
Doesn't want to meet the same fate.
It's going to move right here, 40 feet. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. On a 1, it targets Porunga. On a 2, it targets Juno. Juno.
7 dashes, come on.
Multi-attack. To pow. Both missing. Porunga, it is your turn.
Oh, I thought they did a drive-by and tried doing like attacks as they kept running. I was like, what?
That would have been cool.
Drive-by bites.
My dog does that.
Porunga.
Mr. Jam, not again.
I think you're muted.
They are not muted. They are just not talking.
Damn, Mr. Jam. I sleep during D&D.
PPJ's turn, going on once. PPJ?
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
There you are.
There he is. Woo! Just
alive.
So go ahead. Do your turn. Oh. Hold on there. Because that movement will mean you exit out the threat range of the Death Dog. It will take an opportunity attack on you, Porunga.
Oh no.
Got critted. Did he get critted?
It was your turn, Porunga.
Okay, but is it gonna attack or is it gonna do it after?
No, I mean it's because you exited its reach. It took an opportunity attack on you, using this reaction. But it's still your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use Ray of Frost.
Ooh, okay.
On the one below Juno.
All right, go ahead. Roll the Ray of Frost. It's 14. On the Death Dog, that hits for 5 points of cold damage. This one wasn't actually hit before, so it still looks like it could take more damage. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna end my turn right here.
Drakgar.
I'm gonna move right here, and then I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage and go and then whack him with my axe recklessly.
Okay, I was gonna say. So
Mercy, of course.
attack. That is 24 to hit for a total of 17 points of damage. Hold on. What is your Divine Fury damage?
Rage plus Divine Fury says 10.
I mean, yeah, but like the damage type.
Oh, it's radiant.
Okay. Let's make sure. You strike this death dog that is was trying to bite on Juno and kind of cleave. Well, not really cleave, but like cut like a huge gash across its back. Whereas other canine creatures would like make like a whimper upon taking damage, this one just seems like it comes out like an even angrier growl. Anything else?
I'll kind of like taunt it, like fight me, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Derek.
Okay. Let's see. Since I can't see yet, let me just flashlight real quick. Okay, so hope I will try doing this. 'Cause I hope it works. I will use Phantasmal Force
Ooh.
on the dog in between Juno and Drakgar.
Intelligence saving throw. Save the creature. Okay. So it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Please, I swear, please, and no, please. I want to actually use this. Ah, damn it! I'm done. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna sit down now.
I don't know what.
I'm gonna lean against this wall and just contemplate with my life.
The worst part is that they have a -4 to their intelligence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean against this wall and look disappointed.
So you begin.
Oh, there you go. Right here, I'm on the wall now.
You begin to manifest the phantasmal entity, but either the dog is too smart or too stupid to realize that you tried to affect its mind with magic.
Like, no, I'm so mad because the only time I actually worked was barely worked was when they with those like was it those goblin? No, there was like those goatlings.
Yes.
That was it. Other than that, it's failed every single time.
All right. Anything else? Anything else, Derek?
I think you said that was it.
I'll take that as a no. Death Dog. It can't. You guys are kind of blocking its way, so it can't actually get to Metius. Instead, it's gonna turn to Juno and attempt to rip him apart with its multi-attack. 19, I believe that hits.
Probably. Let me check.
I think his armor class was 17.
17.
Okay, so you take 5 points of piercing. I will need a Constitution saving throw.
Rolling that.
Ooh.
Oh no!
You see as the bite that did land from the death dog seems to begin to spread this black sort of like substance into your veins, Juno. I see. Every 24 hours, the last damage must repeat the same throw, reducing his hit point maximum by 5. 1d10, jeez. So you don't lose the d10 hit points right now. But if you spend 24 hours or more with this disease, well, poison rather, you will start losing max XP.
Oh no.
For now, you are under the poison condition. Let me double check what the poison condition does. Target has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Oh no.
That is the end of this dog's turn. Juno.
Well, shit.
Don't die on us.
I'm just gonna start whacking.
Start walking. For obviously quarterstaff misses, but the one-arm strike does actually hit, even with disadvantage. I'm guessing you're targeting the one that hit you.
The one that's lowest health.
That would be the one directly below you. So,
Yeah.
kind of using the quarterstaff misses, but you use the momentum, kind of follow up with a kick to one of the heads. The head kind of hits the other one as the kind of like the pendulum balls. Just kind of just makes the other head shake. Anything else, Juno?
No, that's gonna do it.
Metius.
All right.
Keeping your
I
distance.
will. Yeah, honestly, part of me wants to like. I kind of feel like seeing through, like being relayed, I guess, from the bat. This creature is biting his allies, knowing that it's sort of after him. He kind of is not comfortable with that, and he's gonna run in.
Oh shit.
And he's going to try to grapple the
Oh
dog.
no. You got this, bro.
You moved. How much did you move? I think you moved your
25 feet. I have 30.
Okay, so roll me your
got-
contested check. Athletics against the dog's own athletics or acrobatics.
It's athletics or acrobatics?
The defender, in this case, the dog, gets to choose whether it uses acrobatics or athletics. You as the
And I'm using athletics?
yes, you as the initiator, you use athletics.
Ooh, that's good.
So you guys see as Metius, it was not particularly the strongest amongst the group. Kind of runs up to the dead dog and kind of begins to grapple like almost like football player meeting like each other in the front lines. Kind of like grappling the dog. Sadly, I don't believe you'll be able to move now.
No.
Yes.
But is there anything else that I can do from this? That was like my action, right?
It was your, it was your action attack, or so I mean, if you have any bonus actions, you can still use those.
All right, I don't think that I do. So I'm going to end my turn.
Xander.
I don't know if they understand English.
Actually, at the start of your turn, could you make me a perception check?
Oh no.
1 second. I'm trying to open up my character sheet. It loads slow. Which check?
Perception.
Perception. Disgrace.
What is your passive perception? I probably should have asked that first.
13.
In that case, ignore the roll for a time being. With a 13, you feel something staring at you.
Oh.
From below?
From below.
All right. Hey guys, there's something in the hole. Whoops, I didn't mean to move that way. So let's say that's 5, 10, 15.
Hopefully that Cerberus didn't survive.
Guys, there's something on units down in the hole. I'm out of spells almost. Let's see here. Let's look at this. Of course, I have to touch the fucking person.
Hey, you got your own crown. Don't touch my crown.
What?
I don't think she was referring to that.
Juno, if you need healed, you have to come to me. I will shoot a sacred. I will pull back my bow actually, and I'll shoot my bow before I would have moved to the corner. So I'll shoot my bow here before I move to the corner.
Okay.
At the closest dog.
Your attack.
Oh yeah, I'll break up to you.
Roll me. You're using the. Ah!
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Wait. Does this active my Cupid bow? Can the puppy fall in love with me?
Let me double read the.
I mean,
Can the doggy become my friend?
Let me double read the description of the Sharp Opportunity because I believe it can only target humanoids. But with that,
Can we break the rules just so we can have a pet puppy? We'll leave it at the compound. We won't break the campaign.
You mean a puppy that is actively targeting one of
yes. That's what Chihuahuas do. What are you talking about? When
They could be trained.
When the Chihuahua opens up a house, Chihuahua just goes
I'll train him.
attack mode.
Like actually true.
once per day and are successful. Oh, okay, it doesn't say they have to be humanoid.
Oh fuck yeah.
Does it kill it? That's the question.
The damage does.
Non-lethally.
The damage does take it down, but I do allow people to call non-lethal shots. This extends to magic, by the way.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
To be fair, I also said non-lethal before the fight started as well.
Okay, so first I'm gonna see if it fails the wisdom. Is it a wisdom save? Let me double check. Circle of stupidity. I closed the fucking thing I had open right now.
I just want a pet puppy.
It's a DC 14. So let's see.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sad.
So
I take it back. It could die.
Brutal.
So as Metius is kind of grappling this dog, like the two heads trying to bite at him, only doing very narrow misses. You kind of come around the side and shoot an arrow at it. Kind of hits it in such a way that when it reels back from the pain as it kind of hits like its leg, one of the head, in a similar fashion how it happened with Juno, the one that Juno attacked, kind of hits against the other one, kind of both of them, and the dog is asleep, but not charmed, sadly.
Oh, wait. Just a curious question. Because my shot technically put it unconscious, doesn't it fail its wisdom saving throw?
You see, when a creature is unconscious, as according to 5e rules, it can technically still make mental saves. Let me double check.
Oh, that's cool.
It's mentally just.
Because I could have shown this is how it's ruled. 5e unconscious mental saves. Yes, okay, so while unconscious, the creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Sad.
Say anything about all of the other saves, so they can still make them technically.
No!
Use it against the other dog. I got you.
It's not at a disadvantage or anything. I just want the puppy. Listen, my dad would love the puppy.
We're going to
Cerber.
The thing is that it's it's kind of hard to make a call here because because of the fact that when the arrow knocked it out. It's
The nat 20.
you can argue which effect takes place first and which thing happens. If it's the damage or the Cupid effect that happens first. I'll say we'll see. We'll see. For the time being, save is there. 20 on one side, 13 in the other. Could be a success, could be a fail. You don't know.
Guys, don't kill that puppy! Don't do it!
It's
I'm in the leash. Quickly.
Conscious, effective let him fight. Porunga.
You're muted again.
Sir Jam.
Alright.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm gonna use frostbite on the one to the right of Juno.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
In that case, roll me. Oh, hold on. I think is that a save as well? I believe it is. Frostbite.
Yeah, DC 13.
Constitution saving throw. Porunga, is it Constitution? Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Jesus. Cannot be stopped. Cannot be wrong. Can't be wrong. Sadly, they make the save. Anything else?
I'm gonna move right there and end.
All right, move back and north then. Drakgar, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna move right over here and say, damn, you're stronger than I thought. And then I'm gonna recklessly, unless we press the button, smack the guy in front of Juno.
Oh, sheesh. So that's a total of 21 points of the mash, which is just enough. How do you want to get rid of this last dog?
I see Juno's hurt, so I swing with all my might as strong as I possibly can, and bang! I slap him in the head and slap his head off.
Okay. Oh well, heads plural.
Heads, my bad.
You kinda see this dog that just kinda did this weird poison that is visibly sipping through like varicose veins across Juno's body. You kinda take the opportunity where it's looking the other way to bring down the axe and in a single swing, both heads begin to roll down away from this creature's body. The dog has been dealt with. Well done, y'all.
As soon as everything is slightly calmed down, probably while panting, because I think that's probably the most athletic exertion Metius has had to do for a while. He'll look at the wound on Juno's arm and say, I'm sorry, I felt a coldness in my heart, and it caused me to run away, and that put you in danger. It won't happen again.
And then I'll walk up to Metius and offer him a high five for that amazing grapple.
you get a super awkward high five.
Yeah, nice job.
Juno, you there?
I think your mic's muted again.
Yes, you are indeed muted, Mitch.
Did he fall asleep? Oh, no, never mind. He's back. He's good. His mic's going
Sorry,
green.
my laptop's dying, so I had to get up and grab a charger real quick. I missed that last little bit.
Well, Metius was just basically apologizing for
running away and causing you to be attacked by a dog.
No, that's just the price I pay for stepping up in front of everyone else. I don't blame you. I
It gives
am
you a
poisoned,
nod.
and I do think if there's any way for anyone to get that off me, that would.
Yeah, no worries. I told you to come to me. And then
Was
she's gonna
fighting
fly up
dog.
to
I wasn't
Juno and his
chatting with
if
you,
someone
Sam.
can take this off of me attitude. You're lucky I like you. I'm just kidding, I'm happy to take this off of you. She'll cast Lesser Restoration and use her last level 2 spell.
Jeez. You are effectively cured of your poisson. You see, you see as well when Exandri kind of places her hands on you. A surge of warmth, sort of energy begins to fill your body. You see as very quickly the kind of like spread visibly like spreading poison like through the dark quickly darkening veins of your body kind of begin to rescind, and from the same wound that the bite was dealt, the the black substance just kind of pours out until it's gone from your body entirely.
Ew.
Disgusting, yes, but you are now no longer at risk of losing HP.
Sweet. Thank you very much, Andrew. So should we get up and inspect this?
About this dog, guys. I'm gonna
Excellent
keep
point.
it. Got a
Are we,
leash.
are we really trying to keep this beast? Because if so,
As
maybe
I'm
we
already
should bind
pulling
it.
rope out of my bag in a leash
Excellent.
like
Wonderful.
I'm petting it while it's sleeping. He's like, "Hey, good boy. Good boy."
I like take a second to like bandage its wounds, and I'll get a rope and like make a like nice little collar and put it over the doggy.
Mind you,
And
go ahead, continue with your thing.
I'll make sure that there's two, so it's kind of like a collar and then a collar. The just kind of like connects in like a U type of formation,
Oh,
just
cool.
in case, just in case.
Mind you, true to their name, this death dog is well smell like death. Um, perhaps it's the fact that they were, feeding on a gigantic corpse for who knows how long. That has began to sort of rot away. In and of itself. But yeah, staying in close proximity to them doesn't not too pleasant.
If I cast prestidigitation to try to clean the fur of this animal, does anything happen?
It gets rid of like this sort of like dark patches of fur that you believe were just like as how this creature is supposed to be. Turn out to be like real like old dried blood that kind of goes away when the precipitation effect takes place. It still looks gnarly, but I'm afraid there's little you can do about its appearance. But as
Mhm.
far as smell, coloration, and that goes, it seems there has been a change in that regard. In fact, now that we are out of combat, and I can properly describe this room you guys are in. So obviously, you guys can see the the gigantic dead dog here. But the room itself is kind of supported on both sides by this series of pillars, some of which look broken. Uh, however, those of you who are proficient in history will notice that the architecture looks a little bit more well made than the previous tunnels you were walking, as if this is a room that was man-made instead of just like a natural cave formation. Uh, you see a lot of skeletal remains here. Some bones that are a little bit big that you believe are from the gigantic dog in the middle, and others that look a little bit more humanoid. So on the sides of the room, you see three others, plus two more hallways. Uh, one of them, seems to lead into like a pile of rubble, and the other hallway seems to lead somewhere else. You're not sure exactly where.
Can I loot this up top area? Just a quick search around and see if there's anything valuable.
Well, those of you who are looking around, could you make me a perception or investigation check?
Sure.
I'm making mine specifically over the ledge. Just so we're clear.
Is this a statue?
What is?
This thing here.
Well. Oh yeah, I guess before I describe what you guys find with your perception checks, I'm gonna describe that that statue as you believe it may be. It looks like a statue, yes. Coincidentally enough, a statue that happens to look exactly like those dogs that you just fought. It seems to be staring down the now completely destroyed hallway, with this snarl on its face, a snarl on one of its faces, and like this open mouth on the other one that is like almost as if it's about to take a bite.
Nom nom.
I wonder if it's something that turned it to stone that we should be scared of. Something else
Entirely
to also
possible.
consider is I don't think that those dogs we just saw could have killed this creature that's right here. So something else could have done that, which means there might be something else here.
Speaking of which, perception checks. So let's go from an investigation. So Metius, so you were investigating this room in the middle, like just generally, right?
Yeah.
As you look around, I did describe that there are like skeletal remains around.
Lots of skeletons, yeah.
You notice their bones are scattered around, so you can't quite tell like how many bodies there could potentially be here. But due to the shape of the bones, you believe this could be dwarven remains. In fact, one of the more complete skeletal remains of these dwarves seem to be donning a like this sort of like really bright looking chain shirt of sorts. Roughly, you estimate there's around 20, 25 perhaps skeletons just in this room alone. Exandri, you look over the edge and try to see just what the fuck was that sensation that you felt. You again, do you have dark vision?
Do not, but I'm totally okay with dropping a torch down there.
Do you actually drop the torch down there?
I mean, there's only one way to look. Drop.
You light a torch and then drop it.
Let's just be the forge and a burst of the.
1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Full of sulfurs and gas.
1 second.
Or hiss the dog.
2 seconds.
I blow us all up.
3 seconds. 4 seconds. At some point, that light disappears and you don't think you actually heard it touch the bottom.
Guys, this is a really far drop.
There is, however, one thing that you do notice that you come to quickly regret your decision.
Oh no!
Because after a good couple of seconds after the light actually disappears from sight, you hear this, and this burst of noxious gas comes forward as if pushed up by some form of explosion. I'm gonna need
Oh no!
Porunga, Drakgar, and Exandri, who are the ones in the immediate vicinity, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
And the dog.
Yeah, and the dog. Let's see.
Poor doggy.
No, not my doggy.
We're not getting the dog. It's fucking dead.
Let me see.
Not my puppy.
What is the DC? Let me double check. Uh, so I think the only one that fails is Drakgar.
That's fine. He's tanky.
So this sort of like cloud,
He was saving the dog.
like cloud of noxious gas comes up, like pushed forward by some form of explosion that you believe happened down there wherever where you tossed the torch, and seems to wash over this immediate vicinity before quickly dispersing. However, during that time where the cloud, came up, you Drakgar are now poisoned for. Let me double check something here. You're now poisoned for 3 hours.
What was that?
Oh, I don't know.
In
It didn't affect anybody else but you.
in fact, Alexander, could you make me an additional perception check?
God damn it. Do I know I'm looking over the edge right afterwards to see?
So this other perception check, without saying too much, is if you saw something before the cloud of smoke came up.
Okay. 21 again.
You are fairly confident that while you didn't saw a solid, figure down there, during that segment where the torch was kind of falling down the shaft, you could swear you saw some silhouette that didn't quite look like a piece of scaffolding or a rock. It may have been the distorted angle of the light in which it was being shined upon, but you believe the shadow to be quite big.
Did it look like humanoid or dog-like?
It did not look humanoid. You could only make out what you believe was the top part of it. It didn't look, at the very least, it didn't look like it stood in two legs.
So guys, there's a pretty big creature down this hole. It's probably what killed that three-headed dog over there. I probably pissed it off. So
Well,
there's that. And then I'm just going to start doing my best to gently drag Puppy around the corner to safety.
Hold up. Is it still sleeping?
It is
Yeah.
still
The
unconscious.
dragon. Oh my god, your dragon actually.
We double check for how long.
Well, I said I administrated band-aids to it.
It's unconscious for 4 hours. I mean, does that mean you wanted to regain hit points? Mind you, when an unconscious creature regains hit points by sources other than natural healing, it does wake up.
No, my healing kit gives me Spare the Dying as well.
Okay.
Did you muzzle him?
Fuck. Okay, so hold on. Let me still going down the list of perception checks. Juno. That you were investigating that room over there?
Trubisky, answer.
Juno?
You said Juno?
Yes.
yeah.
Were you investigating the room surrounding the area?
Sorry.
Okay. Most of them contain what appear to be rotting bunk beds, living quarters of sorts. You do notice, however, in your looking around and trying to see if there's anything of note, a couple of things. In the first room you looked through, there was kind of underneath this pile of rotten furniture, what looks like a sack of sorts. It looks heavy. Sounds like it has some coinage inside when you shake it around. Second room didn't really have anything, and the third room had what appears to be another dwarven skeleton, with a ring that caught your eye. Looked like this shining, silver ring with an amethyst gem in it.
Sweet. I'm just gonna bring those both out to the group, show Metius, and maybe ask Metius to see if the ring is magical.
I'll tell you right now, you don't believe it is magical.
Okay.
I don't believe it's magical.
What's it called? However, Juno, what is your passive perception again?
Let me take a look real quick.
Right below skills. On the left side.
Passive perception is 13.
You notice a inscription on the inside of the ring when you picked it up. A single word. What languages do you speak?
Right below perception.
I speak Common, Abyssal, and that's it.
You don't understand what language it is, but there is what looks like a singular word, kind of like inscribed on the inside of the ring.
I think I'd show the group and see if anyone else understands it.
At this point, you can ask everybody to put their languages up in the chat to see who catches it.
Oh, you can't tell us what it is.
I
I'm
speak
sure it doesn't
Sylvan.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm just gonna put the ring on.
Well, I can ritually cast a spell that will allow me to comprehend any language.
If it's
I
not
don't.
magical, then maybe it doesn't matter too much. I think
You-
this is just a valuable item. Maybe when we get to the town, someone will understand what the word means, or maybe if it has any special.
It could.
So
How?
as far as I can tell, none of you actually speak the whatever language this may be.
I'm gonna give a big old guess and say that it's Dwarven.
That would be sweet.
Actually, well, yeah, you would be able to tell at the very least that it's Dwarven because, well, both you, Metius, and Drakgar, because Giant uses very similar alphabet to Dwarvish.
Oh, cool.
Obviously, you know, similar alphabet doesn't necessarily mean you actually speak the language, but you
Mhm.
identify to be Dwarvish.
In Giant, I will say to Drakgar, like questioningly, Dwarven, and look over at him.
It looks like it. And I'll just nod my head, it looks like it. Or I'll say, yeah, I'll say it looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like anybody speaks Dwarvish in this party. Damn.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna put the ring on anyways. Dwarves are
We
sweet.
could.
They rule in Lord of the Rings.
We could save it and bring it to the dwarves in the tavern, see if they
Sure,
could...
they'd like to have a look at that. That is an excellent idea.
One important thing that I forgot to mention on the Metius' original investigation check of this main room is that at the far back of it, like over here, you do see what appears to be a set of doors, like that look very thin. They don't really stick out from the wall. It looks like what appears to be like what you would imagine like sliding doors would look like, and you know, kind of made out of like this bronze material that is slightly you know, faded coloration.
Interesting.
There's like these two handles. For all intents and purposes, it looks like a set of doors, but you're not sure what they lead to.
Can I also grab as many of the dwarven skulls as I can grab?
Okay.
Skulls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to grab them for
In that case,
Side quest.
add 25 dwarven skulls to your inventory.
Hell yes.
I gotta look up how much does a dwarven skull weigh.
I can carry it. I'm just waddling around with him in my bag. Nothing to see here.
No, that can't be right. I'm just gonna say that each skull weighs around.
around like a pound. I don't know. I don't. No, it has nothing inside. It's just a skull. Uh,
We can ask our puppy to carry them.
it is still out cold for like a couple of hours at the very least.
Two-headed dog sled.
I pull it safely more around the corner. I'm worried about what is in the hole.
Sure.
You pull it around the corner, down into this hallway that you also don't know what's on the other side of. So, besides what I just described, that is basically it of what you find. Oh, I forgot to say how much money was in the sack. Huh? That is 65 silver pieces.
Nice.
The ring itself, I guess I'm just gonna, I can just tell you its value. Amethyst ring worth, am I reading this correctly? Worth 250 gold pieces.
Oh, payday.
I mean, we'll have to see if the dwarves if it belongs to a loved one first.
Yeah, true. Bag. Silver. You said 65 silver.
Yes.
And then the ring, 250.
Yes, it's worth 250.
Okay. Just writing that down.
Besides that, that's basically the brunt of what you find here. Whether you want to look a little bit more into, the hallway below you or the set of bronze stores on the far end, it's up to you.
Should we check on the doors, see if there's another room?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so who are all the ones approaching this door?
Man, I do have to say, you guys are very calm about the fact there is a big creature in the hole. But I mean, do you?
I mean, he's dead. He's fine. We don't have to worry about him.
Oh no, this creature was not dead.
Oh, that
And by
that
creature, I mean it was not the dog you guys pushed on there.
Well, that's true.
Oh, the door's over on this side.
Oh, those doors. Do we want to see what's down this hallway?
Should we
I
do the
can
hallway
just-
first, since we're already here?
All right.
And send my bat.
The bat ahead. The bat flies for quite a bit of a distance. I don't believe it would be enough to really like break your mental link, because I believe as long as it's within 100.
It's 100.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does come around the corner eventually, and hold on, I guess I have to get rid of this dynamic lighting barrier. Seems to peek into what appears to be the sort of like weird archway bridge that you guys passed under when you were originally went down here to this side of the tunnel. Another one of those sort of like statues of the death dogs seems to be in the middle of this bridge. Again, it's phase one of like like roaring anger. It is around the time that the
Porunga gets slapped upside the face with a tentacle and pulled into the pit of despair.
But it is around the time that when when your bat comes around this side, Metius, that through its senses you are able to pick up on what you could have sworn was like a rooster's tail can I slip by the corner and into one of the rooms on the side at the end of the hallway?
Do I know if it was the closest or furthest room
It was
that I can see?
the closest room here.
Okay. I will fly my bat back, and at the end of this hallway, there's another one of those dog statues, and it seems to open into another corridor that was above the where those troglodytes were. And I think I saw the tail of a bird, a rooster, walk into one of the rooms, but I didn't get a good look. Should we head that way, or
That thing does sound kind of. I mean, we could also probably rest too if we find a good place to rest.
there are beds in here, but also a horrid pit monster.
I'm not sure when it's gonna wake up.
We do have this dog.
I mean, we could give it the same fate as never mind.
We were never given even a spoken layout of this place, so I'm not even sure if there's maybe we could try to open these doors here, and if it doesn't seem to lead anywhere, we'll go down this hallway.
Yeah, true. I mean, it could be whatever killed that thing behind the door, or it could be a room to rest in.
Yeah.
If I had to
Hopefully.
guess, it's probably whatever killed that thing, but we don't. Well, only one way to find out.
Okay. So, you guys going to inspect the doors?
I think that's what we're going to do for now.
As you move over to the edge of the room, trying to see into this set of very thin-looking, maybe sliding set of bronze doors, that is where we're going to end the session because we.
Oh.
So, well, you guys actually made very fucking good progress. Uh, got through the troglodytes, answered the riddles, killed the dead
That was
dogs.
awesome.
Yeah, you guys did pretty good progress, all things considered. Uh, sometimes you take a couple of actions that may lead to some unexpected consequences.
Oopsies.
All I want is a pet puppy. I don't care about a dragon. I want to.
No.
I'm
And
totally gonna be carrying that thing
I want
around.
a Cerberus.
I hope we can really tame it.
unfortunately,
Listen, we want to put a dog on a dragon and a person on a dog. Okay.
but yeah, that is it
gonna
for
work.
this session. I hope you guys
No,
enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though there was a lot of combat encounters there. So, apologies if it felt like it was dragging on.
All I have to say is thank fucking God we did not have to fight all those troglodytes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. 100%.
There was literally 18 of them after the ones we killed.
Hey, sometimes talking is the best solution. Let's see how.
sometimes.
And fucking Met over there fucking insta replies for those riddles. Yes, King. Like Jesus.
Maybe Metius is the Riddler.
He is the Riddler.
I
the
did
Riddler,
I did
and then
used
there
to
was the
be
fake Riddler,
in
huh?
riddles, I guess.
Riddle me this.
You were like replying it before my brain registered the full question. I was like, alright, it works.
Well, I haven't been stumped on a riddle in a little while. That was a lot of fun. That last one was so good.
Hey, you certainly showed the Troglodyte King what for. Let's hope that doesn't come back and bite you in the ass.
He promised.
Oh,
He promised.
Did he? Did he really?
Yes.
I think so.
I feel like
your
I
question
feel like
makes
if
me
he
doubt
shows
otherwise.
back up, it would simply be to ask us to visit him
riddle.
out again for more riddles.
Regardless, however. Oh shit! I have to fucking end the recording.
Forgot. Oh
Goodbye,
my god.
everybody.
For those
Goodbye, YouTube.
I just want a puppy.
For those of you who are seeing this on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. I think I fucking figured it out. I don't think my computer lagged this time around. The answer was just to switch to Internet Explorer of all fucking simple.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Auntie Kyra.
She ain't even here yet, which is hilarious.
Well, for those who are watching this on YouTube, please continue watching. Appreciate every view. Keep catching up with the adventures of this group of warriors of prophecy. That will be it for this recording.